Hello. Sorry, I had to clear my throat after that amazing rendition of that song. Hi Mitz. Hi Butt. Hi Crunch. Hi Zork. Hi Voodoo. Hi Minty. Welcome in. How is the Friday, everybody? Hello, hello. Bravissimo, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, don't ask for an encore. Congrats on first to Butt. Crunch and Butt, I hope you're both even. Zorg, always good to see you. Did anyone do anything fun today? I just dropped off rent. This is the first time ever that I tried to drop off rent and my landlord wasn't actually in his room. So I just like slipped it through his mailbox, like mail slot, and I hope he will pick the check up and nothing bad will happen. Other than that, I did nothing today. Trying to eat. Trying to settle in for the weekend. Tupac alive in Japan. Tupac making album of Japan. Fast rap. Tupac Japan. We are rich and have gold now because of Tupac. I have no idea what you're talking about, Eminem, but I'm glad you're having a good time. Should have left a note saying no rent. Sorry you weren't here. I kind of want to keep myself in the good graces with this guy. He opted to not raise my rent this year, which I literally didn't even know could happen. I didn't know that rent could not go up. Like that was an option. So that's pretty cool. Hi Thief. How are you? Tupac's in the new Yakuza game. They showed it at the Summer Game Show. Wow. Maybe Tupac's in this Yakuza game too. What do I know? That makes sense why people were talking about that before. I briefly looked over a summary of what was revealed. I didn't actually watch it, but I looked at the summary. I saw that they had, like... What did they have? There was something. Oh, Alien Isolation 2 caught my eye. Interesting. 12 years later. I don't know. Nothing else really stood out to me just reading through it, but maybe it would have been different if I saw the trailers. There's some Resident Evil remake. Stellar Blade 2 looks awesome. It's all punching and dodging. You tell me you punch and you dodge in that game? What the hell? Didn't raise rent because I became more sexy? I have not become more sexy. No. Are you kidding me? I look exactly the same, Corp. What do you say? But thank you, I guess. Oh, right, yeah. The what are they called? Team Rocket? No. Team Eco? No. What are they called? They're making a new game. First class is tomorrow morning. One person signed up. That's going to be kind of like a... They got a really good deal then, because they basically got a private tutor session for the class price. I do not have girl pheromones. I smell exactly the same. We'll see. My dose did get doubled 2 days ago, so maybe things will start changing. Guild Wars 3, probably exciting for people who like Guild Wars. I don't even really know what Guild Wars is. Isn't it like a thing? Like a... Isn't Guild Wars a MMO? Hilarious trailer from the Goons from Naughty Dog. Goons? You mean, what makes them goons? Like the trailer is Gooner trailer? Did I say hi, Riley? Hi, Riley. Who is our arc sniffing? Oh, no, yes. Yes, I did see this Eminem. I was like, what is this? I saw the little Konami article snippet said they're like devs from Last of Us and Call of Duty. And I watched like 5 seconds of the trailer and I was like, that looks like Last of Us and Call of Duty. And the description says like third person cover based shooter. And I was like, Dr. Eggman looking Doofus dev came out and said this is the first game where the character hides behind cover. Konami took that line in the article and ran with it. They said something to the effect of like, they're trying something really different with the cover-based system. And I was like scrubbing through the trailer trying to find what was different about the cover-based system. Didn't find it. Getting another Gears of War for third-person cover-based shooter. We are getting another insert any franchise from the year 2010 to 2016. First game with adaptive cover where you hide against cover. What makes the cover adaptive? You mean like it is destructible? I feel like that's not the first game to do that either. Hey, speaking of games, here in this game, we're kind of nearing the end. We've got most of the 100% completion stuff out of the way. I have no idea how much is left in the actual story, but I guess I'm gonna work on it. I've got I think a good way to progress the main story. First of all, we have the Grand Prix in progress, so that's good. But the good way to progress the main story is going to be to get Pinky elected mayor. So we're going to go do all the Charlie Kirk events. Think out 100% Deltarune. Is there optional content in Deltarune? I thought it was like a walking sim. Taking a look at the Steven smiling Yakuza Friends universe. You mean the video game? Yeah, that's what we're playing. He meant that in a sense that as you move along, cover, your character will duck or stand up to stay hidden. Okay, so that's a cover-based shooter. Gotcha. Opinion on fake cheese? I think I've only ever had it once. I went to some vegan restaurant and they had fake cheese and it was not like... It did not stand out in the dish. My brain wasn't like, this is weird, so I guess it succeeded. Not talking vegan cheese? Then I don't know what you're talking about. Talking about cheese slop. Are you talking about American cheese? Or are you disparaging American cheese? Is that what you're doing? Oops, wrong one. Oh, nacho. I fucking hate that shit. Nacho cheese, cheese whiz. If you bring me nachos and they got the like orange goo over it, I don't want it. Yeah, American cheese is real cheese, but people often call it fake cheese. My understanding is American cheese is cheddar, water, and a bit of emulsifier to bind the water to the cheddar so that it melts faster or easier. Ideal cheese in many cases. It has its use cases if you need to melt something. No, there's no plastic in American cheese, Gorp. It's literally just cheddar and water. Get some red bean paste on garlic chili naan. It works surprisingly well. That's nice. That sounds good. What kind of red bean paste? Like, I don't know. I guess there's a lot of red bean paste in the world, but it sounds good. Any cheese you're choosing by melting any cheese, or any cheese into American cheese by melting your cheese with sodium citrate. Right, sodium citrate is what I was thinking of. It's probably not actually technically an emulsifier, but not water, it's sodium citrate. Well, yeah, but isn't the idea of the sodium citrate is that it like allows extra water to like bind into the cheese matrix so that it melts easier, like it becomes more liquidy? I thought that. I just watched the Nile Red video where he made American cheese, and that's what I took from it. What a lovely day in Kasamachi. Refute him. It's clearly nighttime. Yeah, let's whip ass at this rally. After melting for pasteurizing. I see. I'll bring tourists to our hot springs with new initiatives. He hates tourists. We've driven all the tourists away. This town is dying. With my help, Tamagita will become a national star and bring people to the resort. Oh my god. Also, I've decided I'm going to, how like trashy is it? How disgusting? How awful is it for me to finish this wine off by drinking it out of the bottle? Like, will I go to hell? I've defended the resort from being acquired by real estate moguls. Doubt his true motive. That's a lie. You've been enticing them here to try to get the owner to sell it. You may want to turn this bathhouse into a luxury nightmare and get kickbacks. Most American dairy products aren't allowed to be sold in Canada due to not meeting standards. That makes sense. The same thing with like American cars in Europe or whatever. And I don't think I have the answer to this one. We can attract wealthy corporate clients to the hot springs and turn it into a corporate retreat. Yeah, okay, we don't have this one. Hi, Classic. Classy. Sorry, I almost called you Classic again. Welcome in. I'm doing okay. I had a pretty bad brain day for most of the day, but I'm feeling better now. Lots of new emote potential for Pinky. Pinky's got some pretty emotable stills. What do you call... Isn't there like a term in like visual novels for like the like stills that they use for the characters? Vote for top right? Please don't. I don't want to be in charge of anything. Nice, ultra rare. I mean, I'm sure there's some protectionism in there, Eminem, but it's also, I mean, independently of pure protectionism, there's also, like, countries do have different standards for agricultural, or, well, for various products, right? Drinking from the... No drinking from wine straight out of the bottle. No, don't do it. Oh, no, sorry, that's what gives the emote potential. I understand now. Pinky's supposed to look like that. Yes, she is the mascot. She is a thumb. Well, or a pinky. I don't know. She's a finger of some kind. Just chilling and saw the noti. Yo, enjoy your notification. And the stream, I guess. Okay, where is our other rally? Is over at the priest. Must feel good as fuck to finish off a glass bottle drink and throw the bottle on the ground, smashing it. You think so? I don't think I've ever intentionally smashed glass before. I feel like it would be kind of scary. Like, I would be afraid of getting the shards of glass all over my body. You know what I mean? Okay, where's here? Here's our rally. Oh, hold on. Karyushi needs help. Is this a new one? Another event in Kasamachi. What do we got here? A creep? I don't remember if this is new. Who is this creepazoid? Is this someone trying to put the mascot off? Is he a malicious actor in this enterprise? Looks like we've got a stalker that wants to creep on a mascot. Karushi's in trouble. The stalker is putting them off. Trying to catch the stalker out. Catch him, Karoshi. Disgusting Aberration. Okay. This Disgusting Aberration has a lot of health, but I have very upgraded cards, so I don't think it matters. Hi, Autumn. How are you doing? Welcome in. She's the best person you ever met. Pinky has her moments. I like Pinky overall. How are you? It's good to see you. And Karen's, hello. Welcome in. I think it's a cool idea. Doing it IRL is a bad idea. You're a jerk if you do it around others. Right. You just like the aesthetic of smashing a bottle against the ground. I guess. I mean, sort of. I feel like being able to do the aluminum can head smash would be like the peak of that ideal. You would vote for her for mayor? Well, let's find out. Let's find out if people will vote for her for mayor. Campaign's going pretty well. I'm like nearing the end of like the 100%y collection-y stuff. I have no idea where I am in the story, but we'll see. What a lovely day in Kasamachi. Hi, LJP. I do feel a little bit unhinged. I visit the shrine every day. You absolutely do not. Only to pillage it. I feel a little unhinged drinking wine out of the bottle, I'm not gonna lie. But, like, I don't have a good wine glass, and I didn't want to get another glass dirty. And it's the end of the bottle. Now it's a Neon Genesis Evangelion X Sonic Racer crossover. That makes sense. Wasn't Sonic Racing already, like, a crossover racing game? I donated my own money to renovate the shrine. He's taking credit for our work. We paid to renovate the shrine. You did nothing like usual. We helped Kanushi-kun, and if I'm elected, I'll continue to help. This shrine attracts tourists and heals the town. I have found all the cats. Yes, I think. I'm pretty sure I did. Eat it, Maida. Don't you see what a fool this stupid mascot is? I'm the spiritual person that truly values the shrine, and the priest who tends it. Okay, we don't have that card. Yeah, the game's been pretty chill overall, Autumn. I don't know. I enjoyed it more than I kind of expected to, especially from the first hour, which was a rather slow introduction. Winning the polls and set to become mayor. You too? Yeah. It's got a nice flow to it. Since she already maxed? I don't know. Or did I get a second one or something? Is that the idea? Was that not all the things? I feel like that's all of them, right? Oh no. There's one more at Town Hall. Okay. The driving is wacky, yes. The time trials, it's funny how hard the time trials are compared to literally everything else in the game. The time trials, I've got like one, I think I got 1 gold or maybe 2 golds. I haven't tried very many of them, but I'd be struggling with them. Hello. Okay. How are we doing on this? I don't know if I'm going to end up maxing out all of my mascot life satisfactions. I mean, I'm kind of care. Oh, why not? Let's do it. What finger will Pinky's grandma be? Well, I don't know. Her dad is like a hand, like a palm, isn't he? Isn't Donkey like a palm? He's not even a finger, is he? So maybe her grandma's like a forearm? Okay, let's finish your story, Batman. Insecure bat person. Can you drive me to the abandoned hotel, please? I want to show you what I've done. Yeah, sure thing. Whee. Do I, since Eminem brought it up, I'm curious, do I need to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion at some point in my life? Or can I live without it? And also, is there something along the way for me to pick up? Yes, we go here. Can live without it? Not really. You do not. You don't. Huh. Okay. Probably wouldn't like it. It's no lost. Well, if it's no loss. And it's just like, I don't know. I always hear people really glazing it. So I thought maybe it was one of those canonical things. You know? Oh my. I know you can do this. I know you can do this. Up. No. Fine. Or 13-year-olds being traumatized by adults to save the world. Oh, okay. So it's like Hunger Games. Okay, okay. Yeah. Maybe not the top of my list then. It's not like Hunger Games? I don't know. I don't know. Sounds like Hunger Games to me. Just want to make sure. No. I'm still missing one stamp. That's a collectible that I would like to finish off. No idea where I missed a stamp. How much of this game did you end up doing on him? Did you like do the 100% everything? Fly Me to the Moon for the ending song? Isn't that the Bayonetta song? They stole the song from Bayonetta? Wow. 100% in main story? That makes... Hello? What is this geometry? Why is there a hole in the geometry here, please? Not all the collectibles, just the cats. That makes sense. I've been doing most of the stuff. Hello? What? Hello? Okay, there you go. Game's broken. Nice work, Bugthesda. Yeah. You see that mountain? You can climb it, except then you get stuck on random geometry. Okay. Reverse Evil had to reset. Oh, that's no good. How much have I been doing? What side quests do I have left? Most of these are time trials. Stamp rally, I need one stamp. Still doing life satisfaction stuff. I didn't even realize. Oh, I forgot that we were supposed to visit Pinky's grandma. Forgot about that. That's why Lolo brought it up. Play chops at certain places for Endo. Which ones are a mystery? I don't know what that quest is about. Also, hi nobody. How are you? Todd never lied. You can climb the mountain. It does just work. YouTubers seem to be prosecuted and persecuted for their slander. Yeah, I agree. Poor Todd. Nobody is more persecuted than Todd. How's nobody today? Wait, I got lost. No, I didn't. No memory of the time trials? They're pretty intense. I think I'm going to be doing everything except for getting all the garbage bags and all the mayor posts. I have no jobs in progress. I should probably send some people out. Anyone who's... Here, you... Played this over a year ago, so it was 5 lives ago. That is very relatable. Let me tell you. It makes sense. Okay, let's just send you. Happy Friday. Yeah, happy Friday to you, nobody. I hope you continue to do well. Hey, Todd, because he proves that a 5'1" man can still succeed in life. I think there are lots of very successful short men. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if there's more successful short men than tall men on average. whatever. It makes you determined to finish Paradise Killer. Yeah, I've heard of Paradise Killer, but I've never played it. I don't even really know what it is. Although I did find all the Easter egg island with all the Paradise Killer characters nail colors for Pinky. Check it out. I made Halloween a permanent part of Kasamachi. Whoa. Do you think I'm bothering anyone? This is another question about your goddamn light. I'm gonna shove it up. No, I'm not worried about that now. I think it's fine that you've taken this place over. No one was using it. Some kids have been coming to see it. They really like it, and one said that I'm cool. No one has ever said that about me before. Jose said that he really likes it. He loves spooky stuff. He wants to talk to me about doing more. Oh, God. Okay, I'm so fucking hot. I need to turn my AC on. Holy shit. Oh. How hot is it out there right now? Only 87. High of 95 earlier today, though. It's gonna get so much worse before it gets better. Hi, Nicole. How are you? Nice to see you. Very weird detective game set on an island where you're trying to find out who killed the gods who ran the island before they reset it to go to the next one. Interesting. Yeah, I could see enjoying that. I mean, everyone says it's good. The bats appeared after I set this up. Maybe they think you're cool as well. You really think so? I'm sure they do. This is the best day ever. Thanks for all your support. I'm glad you pushed me to try something new. Hooray! Sounds like Danganronpa. Well, I'm sure it's better than Danganronpa. Give it some credit. A lot more empty than this one. It makes it a little less fun. Yeah, this one has a lot of stuff going on. It is a full open world. I mean, it's a GTA open world where all the actual stuff is crammed into one corner of the island disproportionately, but still. All right, Tamagita. Nice egg. I had an idea about your resort. Let me make a call. Oh. We got into a bath with him just to say that. Hello, Uncle. Yui, I need some help with a problem in Kasamachi. Is it an assassination? No. One of our mascots works at the hot spring resort, and it's about to be purchased by a real estate company. Whoa. Speaking of real estate, I've got a prime piece of real estate right now, and it's the Cursive Pun stream. Hi, Cursive. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Hi, Maxi. Hi, Cursive. Hi, Raiders. Oh, how are you doing? A full open world, she says, as if she likes open world. Yeah, well, look, I always say open world is as good as what you do with it, right? And most open worlds don't tend to do a lot with it. In this case, the open world is kind of like a chill collectathon break from just reading a bunch of visual novel dialogue. So in that context, it's nice. And it's like goofy. Hi, Fida. Premium real estate top right. Well, it's a cheap apartment, but other than that, yeah. Shuffling around in the Mario worlds, carting into disaster. Oh, very good, very good. I hope you, I've never played a Mario Kart. I'm probably one of the only people on Earth who can say that. Actually, I don't even totally know if that's true. I have no recollection of playing Mario Kart. Game's been on your radar? It's pretty cool. It's grown on me. I think it's an interesting game. And, nice. It's a nice setting, you know, interesting setting. Interesting vibes. I did play Mario and Rabbids, yes. But I don't think there were any carts in it. One of our mascots works at the Hot Spring Resort. It's about to be purchased by a real estate company. Wait a second. Neoga Real Estate. They have offices throughout Kyushu. They specialize in resorts and high-end condos. Let's see. Current CEO is a Nepo baby. Looks like he's an idiot. He lost some of his personal money on NFTs and is trying to take company money to keep up the mortgage payments on his 3 homes. How'd you find that out? I keep tabs on anyone running a large business in our territory. I assume you want me to derail his company's interests in the resort. Is that possible? I'll handle it. Wait on the line. On the line? Wow, she can just do that live? Why does the Yakuza have like better service with their with their blackmail than like my health insurance? It's crazy. My understanding is that your company has an interest in the Kazamachi Hot Spring Resort. I told you not to worry about who I am. I can see that the value of your Quantum Puppy NFTs has plummeted and that you're diverting company funds to shore up your personal finances. I need you to walk away from the Kazamachi Resort. I didn't stutter. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, for those who don't know, coming in with the raid, Promise Mascot Agency, hybrid, like, visual novel where you play as an ex-Yakuza in a world where mascots are living creatures and trying to rebuild a rural Japanese town with a mascot agency. That's the elevator pitch. Oh, and you have a truck with rocket boosters. Star Wars XCOM comes out at the end of Oh, is it? Oh, was it Star Wars XCOM? That's right. I kind of glanced over that at the list. And that might be good. I should probably play a real XCOM before I play Star Wars XCOM. Light Yagami would not be able to kill 2 witnesses described in the Bible with his death note. The 2 witnesses described... I have no idea what you're referring to, Danny. I'm not familiar with that part of the Bible. Also, hi. Star Wars Racer looks like slop. Really? I don't know. Is it any more slop than the rest of Star Wars? Do you think this town is doomed? Confused. Doomed? Young people have moved away. The mayor has bled the town dry. You two can only do so much. We ain't quitting. I got big dreams for this place. If everyone works together, this town can prosper again. So true. We just have to work together, gang. We shouldn't be relying on you. We've all been looking for an easy answer for too long. When you came to town, we thought we might have found it. I'm sorry, I'm going to do something myself. I still have some contacts I can rely on. Okay. She, Danny, she. Star Wars didn't used to be slop. Name the year in which Star Wars was not slop. I want a year. Um, 1970? Okay. I don't think that counts if Star Wars doesn't exist. Or George Lucas divorced a wife that fixed the dialogue in the original trilogy? Didn't she only work on Empire Strikes Back? I actually don't remember the story there. 1999? Before or after Phantom Menace? 14 billion BC to 2015. You don't think Star Wars was slop up until The Force Awakens? You think the Clone Wars 2008 movie was not slop? You think that fucking a billion shitty spin-off video games and comics, the Yu Zhang Vong, you think that clone Luke, that's Luke spelled Luke with 2 U's, was not slop? You think that Emperor Palpatine cloning himself to come back to life twice was not slop? Boy. Take Ahsoka's name out of your mouth? I didn't say anything about Ahsoka. I just said the movie that she premiered in was kind of slop. You saying Von are not slop? It's not slop? Bigger Luke theory is cool, but I think it's unrelated to Luke with 2 U's. Good luck on Rogue Squadron, Crunch. I'm just saying, Star Wars has always been slop. There has been good Star Wars content. There's been a lot of fun Star Wars content. But that does not make the overall franchise not, like, the beacon of ultra-merchandised, like, capitalist slop. Right? We're here to check on your life satisfaction. If you've got any problems or concerns, you can come to us. I must say, I'm not unconcerned with my unthinkably unlikable appearance. Already said we believe in you. I understand your worry.
We were happy to have you here. Did something happen? It was quite unfortunate. I just wish to communicate how unadvisable it is to eat unagi. Who'd you say this to? The unappreciative workers at our uncivilized town hall. I wish for them to take more action, but they were uncaring of my unbidden plea. Be correct. Being popular doesn't make it slop? No, it being slop makes it slop. Well, don't get into the nitty gritty of what slop is, because there's no point in trying to define it. The whole point of the word slop is that it doesn't mean anything. It became slop when it became bad. Okay, so what you're saying is you didn't like Star Wars before 2015. That's whatever. Fine. Star Wars is a bunch of goop. Or after 2015, I mean. There's a lot of goop in Star Wars, it's true. A lot of goopy aliens. I had to subvert the mayor in order to build this agency, but the depopulation of Unagi continues at an unbearable rate. Gotta speak to the people. Ignore the geezers in town hall. Rally the people. Start a revolution. I tried that, but the people were unaffectionate towards my uneasy unveiling. Leave it with us. We'll think of something. Really? You can like... Notice I never said it was bad. In fact, I said there's plenty of good Star Wars content out there. Also, hi Tash. Dance Dance Start a Revolution. I should play Dance Dance Revolution on stream. I have no idea how I would do that, but that'd be funny. So you'll like a lot of new stuff. Battlefront, Fallen Order, Rogue One, and/or Ahsoka show. You like the Ahsoka show? I'm kind of surprised. I like the Ahsoka show well enough, but that's because Ahsoka was just like season 5 of Rebels, and I kind of liked Rebels. But you don't come off to me as someone who like watched or cares about Rebels. You in agreement with me? Okay, thank you. Nice dance moves feeding. Don't know anything about Rebels. Basically, every single character in Ahsoka is just continuing their storyline from where they left off at the end of Rebels. Also, nice emote, nobody? Thank you for the bits. I appreciate the love. Right back at you. I liked Rebels. Honestly, I think Rebels might be... I mean... Yeah. The favorite Star Wars show that I've seen. With the caveat that I haven't watched Andor, which is apparently a real show, and like not just a Star Wars show. Not slop. We need to check up on your life satisfaction. Are you doing okay? How are you finding life in Kazumachi? I like the sea air. I feel so much more free to be myself here. Have you done any tea ceremonies? Nope. I'm happy to have a break from them. Back in Kyoto, I just had to do the same thing over and over. Mascots never got to do tea ceremonies for important people. We were relegated to just doing them for foreign tourists. Boy, there sure are a lot of uptight white people that think they're experts on Japanese culture. Dude. Is there any self-awareness from the writers here? I need to find out who the lead writer... it's gotta be self-aware. It's gotta be a joke. It's gotta be a Wait, hold on. Let me look this game up. How's the 40-hour visual novel? I'm enjoying it, Jagriff. I am. How are you? You were playing Rivals of Aether last I checked, right? How'd that go? Is this self-aware clueless? That's the question. First of all, let me look. What's this game called? Promise Mascot Agents. Who's the writer here? Ollie Clark Smith and Rachel Noy. Rachel Noy. She's white. Oh, Ollie Clark Smith. He's white. Okay, alright. Just double checking. Yeah, it's gotta be an intro. Anyway, sorry to go on about that. Say, do you know who owns this tea farm? The old gal that ran it passed away years ago. Her family never found a buyer for it. You think they'd sell it to me? I don't see why not. Someone at Town Hall can probably put you in touch with them. Is that your goal, to own a tea farm? I'd love to. Tea is the best. I think I want to retire from mascot work and run a farm eventually. Retire? And leave us high and dry? We're not standing in the way of anyone's dream, Pinky. We're going to support Nico Roll. Okay. When someone lost some, it do be how it be. You know a chatter who's like that? Don't be shy, Igor. Name and shame. Okay. That's all of our life satisfactions that we got, so let's go send everybody back out on the job. You didn't get past season 1 of Clone Wars, says Maxi. Rogue One and Andor are really good. Rogue One's really good, but I was saying TV shows. And I haven't seen Andor. Clone Wars, yeah, I mean, the first 2 seasons of Clone Wars are really bad. It does get progressively better, but as like an overall package, I think I enjoy Rebels more. Especially since Rebels is more focused on original characters as at like their core, with their own storyline, which is kind of rare for Disney media these days. Disney Star Wars, I mean. What should you get your nephew games-wise? His favorites are Deltarune, Amori, and Signalis. You should get him... How old is he? Well, I guess you should get him milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk, and milk in outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. Although maybe that's not a big enough present because it's like 2 hours long. Should you watch Clone Wars for your first Star Wars experience? Probably not. You should probably just like watch the movies like in release order and then stop whenever you get bored. It's probably the best way to do Star Wars. I don't know. Clone Wars is probably best watched with a curated watch list. Yeah, I mean, it depends. If you're like the kind of person who you're like, okay, I want to be a Star Wars guy now. I'm going to watch all of Star Wars. Go ahead, sit through 7 seasons of the Clone Wars. Eventually you'll start having fun, but you won't start having fun. Hi Riley, remember Paragus 2? I do. Rest in peace Paragus 2, but also I didn't do it. It was the Sith. It was my fault. Should get him Little Big Planet 1 and 2. Servers are taken down, but that's okay. I don't know if that's the best present for somebody. I saw the first season of Bad Batch, but I didn't keep watching after that. I kind of fell off with keeping up with Star Wars a few years ago. Yeah, I've heard of that order. Autumn. I think that's just silly. Just watch them in release order. I mean, that's how everybody else watched them. Right? Straight from the bottle? Yeah, because it's the end of the bottle. I didn't want to get a new glass dirty, and I don't have a wine glass anyway, so it's not like there's an actual appropriate container. Also, sue me. Watch the rest of Bad Batch through with your friends' reactions on Twitter. I heard it was okay. I don't know, there's all of those like post-Clone Wars spin-offs that are like high quality, but kind of just like, I mean, they're filling in such minute gaps in the storytelling that it's like, is there even really a story to tell here? That's sort of how I feel about Maul. Like, Maul looks really good visually from what I've seen. I'm kind of tempted to watch it just to see some like cool like animation of people fighting with lightsabers, but it's like, it's such a glup shido show. I don't know if I can bring myself to. Thank you for the wine, Trummer. Also, or sorry, Crunch, also Trummer, hello. Wine mom? I'm no one's mommy. Can you have one? Sorry, what? Wine?
You are the most beautiful woman in the galaxy.
Thank you for the follow. Okay. I think this is the last debate. Yeah, everyone seems to have good things to say about Maul, but again, it's just the premise is so, like, not exciting. Riker can affirm you any day, Maxi. That's what he's there for. The Darth Maul show is about the... I think the red stripper alien, but she's not a Sith yet, I think. I haven't watched it, but I think it's about him trying to convert her to be dark side, but she's a Jedi. I also don't know if she's red. She might be purple in this version. But yeah, it's like supposed to be the equivalent of that character. Yeah, no, they brought her in, but it's like a reimagining of the character to be a little bit less straight up stripper Sith. Shakti? No, Darth Talon, except she's not called Darth Talon because she's not a Sith yet. I forget what they call her. I know you all recognize everything I've done for this town. I'm sure I can count on your support in the coming election. Yes, yes, I'm sure you can. You cannot elect a mascot backed by a thug into office. Oh yeah? What if I say... I don't have anything to say to that. What if I say yes? Darth Blarth sounds kind of scary. Darth Blarth, Marth, Karth. Is that anything? Is that something? I will rebuild business and bring tourism back to Kasumachi. You should try talking to the businesses. That's not true. You don't care about the business here. Everyone is struggling because of you. We've been helping the businesses here, and I'll be a champion for everyone here. Enter my office. This hall is in the center of prosperity in this town. What prosperity? You only care about how much money you make, not the businesses here. You haven't spent the Kyushu Rejuvenation Fund, and you're under investigation. You're a crook. She's the 20th Order 66 survivor to get the show or story. I also forget what they call her. I forget the name. But I mean, I haven't seen it, so. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Thank you for the emotes. Hope you had a good Friday. She's pink, but your monitors are very off, so who knows? I think there's also just a lot of red lighting in the show, from what I've seen. So some of the screenshots might be weird. I don't know. Nice. So am I getting like multiple of these candidate Pinky Hero cards or something? Okay. Is that not the last one? I thought that's the last one. Am I blind? I don't see any more rallies. I don't see any more. So, but also, who's making that noise? Okay, well, it's not even in my side quest anymore, so I guess I did it. I guess we ought to visit Pinky's grandma now. Order 66 was to eliminate half of the Jedi. Order 67 was total obliteration. Oh. I guess Palpatine just didn't want to have to say Order 67. He was too embarrassed, being an old fart as he was. Order 69 was to breed new Jedi. Thank you, Riley. How many porno parodies do you think exist in the world called Order 69? Is it over or under, like, 20? Or 100, I mean. Should not elect this woman. She has a hair trigger temper and no qualifications. What do you mean? Her qualifications is that she's under the thumb, no pun intended, of a Yakuza enforcer. That's high you know, I mean, that's good. Right? She does, yes, she has her finger on the people's pulse. Exactly, Vita, thank you. I think... You know what? I could just fast travel over here, but I think this is near the end point of this time trial anyway, so I'm just going to try to get gold in this time trial that I have bronze in right now. You had a skin allergy test, 2 mild positives, and when did errands with the kids and you're exhausted? Oh, is that news for you, those positives? Like, is that information, like you didn't know that you were allergic before? I feel like that's good to, you know, have the knowledge. Okay. Let's lock in. This stuff is hard. Go. Why? Stop flipping on random pieces of geometry, please. No! No! God damn it. What? Go. 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 It's so doomed. It's so doomed, dude. You just flip at random pieces of geometry on a dime. Like, look at that! I didn't even hit anything! Everything has collision and nothing has collision at the same time. Hi, AP. Yeah, well, none of the trees have collision. Everything else has collision whenever it would fuck me up the most. This is the worst Eminem take yet? I don't know. Eminem has some pretty bad takes. I mean, I would vote for Pinky over the mayor if I would... Oh my god, did you see that flip? No! How did I just spin out? That was so cool. I would vote for Pinky over the current mayor. But in an election with any real options, I would probably not vote for Pinky, respectfully. Very good chance they added these trials after you played. It does seem like something that gets tacked on afterwards, because they are so much harder than anything else in the game. Ugh, okay. I'm not going to try too hard, because like I'm going to be stuck here all day. Okay. Oh. Look at me go. No! No! It's so hard! Okay, this is the last one. I give up. Did I say I hope you're odd, Garens? I hope you're odd. Hope you're odd. Oh no, I missed the... Fuck. I missed the... Last one. Last one. Last try. The time to beat are so tight. There's another game about driving around doing time trials with rigs and stuff in Japan that just came out. You can even drive a K truck. Oh yeah? What is it called? Oh my... Okay, last try. Last try. Just give me... Let me actually start. Let me actually start, please. Link in the Discord? Yes. But I forgot what it was named. Wasn't it like... Isn't it like Burnout 6 or something? Or... What? Did I just hit? Last try. Last try. Last try. I fucking hate this shit. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Let's just, you know what's better than driving somewhere is fast traveling somewhere. Just fast travel out here. Hey, where are we going? They say I'm done with that time trial, Riley. Yes, I'm done with that time trial. Forza Horizon. 6. So not Burnout. Not Burnout for the PS2. I have a town quest for you. Spoken to Kakigori. Yes, she came by to help Ichigo drop some strawberries off. Some of her ice fell off. She was terrified when I suggested that we start serving strawberry-shaved ice. She thought I meant we would serve her. She relaxed when I said I meant normal ice. I love to, some to cool down with after a hard day's work. Okay. I love the real pictures of food they have for this. Friend Nico roll is a sweet little thing. I've learned an awful lot about how matcha is served in Kyoto. So I had to add a matcha roll dessert to the menu, and it's proven quite popular. Let's go. I think we have enough new items on the menu now. It's been a delight to freshen the place up. I have to say, you do inspire people wherever you go, Steven Universe. We do? One of my staff wants to become a mascot support hero for you. Chiyo-chan asked me to give you her card. Okay. Isn't all the spoken dialogue in Japanese? It is, but I learned out that, I learned that it's not a fully voice-acted game. It was only the first hour that was fully voice-acted, at which point I turned the voice acting off. I'm sorry to ask about things from the past. Do you know if the Shimatsu family owns the mines here? I'm afraid I don't. My husband handled all that. He dealt with the business side of it. So you're not aware of any transaction that he may have been made to purchase the mines. These things are normally handled by a lease, aren't they? That's what I've been told. However, the mayor has a fixation on the owner, and we want to know why. You'll forgive me for asking, why? I thought you were here to run the Mascot agency. Trouble just seems to find this guy. We're going behind the mayor's back and helping people out. Then we went to look for at the mines, so Michi can see how he's going to die, and the mayor got all pissy about it. So now we want to know why. Why entangle yourself in all this? To feel alive. I don't want to run a love hotel anymore. I want to suplex the mayor. Sorry to revisit the past, when you have said that you no longer want anything to do with our world. Bless your politeness, it's fine. I often get nostalgic for my late husband and son. Losing them both was almost too much. We used to run these mines as a co-op, providing honest work for the men in these towns. My husband was a romantic. He suffered at the hands of union busters when he worked in mines in another town and came here to do things fairly. We took a profit, of course, but the workers here were paid better than any other mine. Sorry, did they just imply that the Yakuza mine gang was union labor? My husband and son ran the business, and your matriarch and I looked after the workers. We made sure they got paid on time and always had meals. Your matriarch left her job in the fur trade in order to help the family. Of course, it didn't take her long to get a taste for running her gambling dens. You're always popular with the workers. We knew everyone by name, and were friends with all the families. Maybe. We talk about it extensively, but it is crazy how much they have this intersection of, like, their romanticized Yakuza gang, noble Yakuza gang, plus, like, you know, vaguely leftist sensibilities. It's like, oh yes, these Yakuza are so cool. All of their labor is union. We knew everyone by name and were friends with all the families. When the disaster hit, it destroyed my husband. He loved everyone that worked for him. Losing so many was unbearable. That was the end of the mines. The curse claimed him not long after. My son was next in line to be a patriarch, and he moved the family back to Fukuoka. But the curse came for him as well. Like, is the twist just going to be that the curse is mesothelioma that everybody contracted in the mining accident? Like, why are they not acknowledging that as a possibility? Historically, many gangsters in the US also had connections to the unions. Did Yakuza? All the sex slaves are unionized? No, Eminem. They specified yesterday that this Yakuza gang does not do human trafficking or gun trafficking or some other fucked up thing. I forgot. Anyway, I don't know what they do. They're just like a community club, I guess. The joyful memories outnumber the painful ones. The happiest times of my life were with my husband and son. My husband doted on me in a way that was quite unbecoming for a Yakuza patriarch. Our son took after him with your matriarch. We had a happy family. And when all seemed lost, Pinky came to live with me, and we looked after each other. I had family around me once again. My dad might not have wanted to look after me, but family is what you make it. I have an amazing grandma. I was a stupid gang member, bleeding out in a park at midnight when Matriarch Shimatsu gave me a second chance. This is like the 10th time Michi has explained his tragic backstory to a character in this game. He is such an open book. I love it. I've waited a long time to meet the stray Michizane that she took in. It was a shame you couldn't come to see us. She was too worried about the curse claiming you too young. Why doesn't the curse affect the women in our family? The men ran the family in the mines. The workers were all men. The damage that was done to the town and the mountain was caused by men. People say that it wants to kill Yakuza bloodlines. Yours is a male-dominated world, after all. What about Don? He hides his ill health. The curse claims some people quickly, others take an age. Don isn't as well as you think he is. Fukukata's health is declining as well. I don't think he has much time left in this world. Her blush makes her look like she has a Glasgow grin. She should invest in a makeup artist. Look, she's just a small-time owner of a coffee shop. Also, she's old. You know? She's overcompensating while chasing her youth or something. I don't know. All have to turn to crime eventually to protect our rights. Very well said, Voodoo. When you do so, make sure that it's union labor that you're using. Sorry, what about people that change their gender or aren't a man or a woman? I don't know how we would find out. Why? Yakuza men don't talk about things like that. If you identified that way, most families would expel you. Because they're run by crusty old geezers. Yes, from the people that have been killed by the curse, we don't know if they were all born male or truly identified as men. Back then, they would have kept their true identity a secret. I think it's interesting they address this question. What about now? It's still the same in most families. What about your family? Family is family. Doesn't matter who you are. Nui and Yui are modern girls. They educated all us old men about the way of the world. See? This Yakuza clan is even trans-inclusive. That's how based they are. They're so... Okay. Good. I apologize for not being able to help with your question about the mines. After everything that happened, I left my son to take over and deal with everything. I wanted to stay in the countryside. I couldn't be a Yakuza woman without the old patriarch at my side. I understand. Thank you for your help. Okay. Yes, they're so progressive, exactly. Oh, I can get like infinite onigiri from you. I forget how old Michi is, but yeah, I think he's not that. I didn't get the sense he was very old. Can you have some onigiri? Sure, I have a bunch. Shiori just messaged me. Hot Toki is back on the island. It's where we met him last time, the edge of the island. Why is Toki back? Only one way to find out. No mayo? I don't think there's any. Well, I have no idea if there's mayo in these. Probably not. Okay, hold on, there's something to pick up here before I leave. I don't think he's 23. Wasn't? What? Didn't I just see it? Oh, wrong way. I think he's a little bit older than 23, given his reputation. Ah. There should have been a truck upgrade where you just, like, put some weights in the back so that it handles, like, marginally better. And doesn't spin out as soon as it hits, like, a light cardboard box. Okay, it's on top of this wall, and I can no longer be bothered to go get it, so I'm just gonna go teleport over. All Japanese stories feature young people assuming the weeb writers follow the code. 30 is young. All Japanese Yakuza focus games are about young people, not guys in their 50s? Yes, famously. Kiryu is like... He ages 6 months per game. They're gonna have to replace him soon with a new idol. Hi, Gorb. Or no, hi, Bo. Also, but Gorb also addressed me. Oh, you were saying Brunk. You were saying I'm Unk. That's not true. I'm quite young. You're dropkicking the mascots? You don't care? All they do is scare the shit out of you? You don't find Pinky cute? You don't find the giant thumb cute? Would you be, like, scared if I went up to you in real life and I did this to your face? You hate it? Kill. Alright, well, fuck you too. Hey, handsome. What brings you back, Toki? Things are bad back home. Bad? Donkey's still having secret meetings. We're down to just a skeleton crew. The boss looks ill. We found any evidence regarding Dawn's strange behavior. You don't need any. My dad's gonna cut and run, trust me. I don't believe that. We need evidence. I'm working on it. There are rumors, but no one has got anything definite. Has he spoken to you? No. He's kept his distance like the rest of the family. Listen, this might be nothing, but do you know why people are asking the boss about the mines in this town? What do you mean? Some lawyer came to see the boss. We were serving him tea, then he mentioned the mines, and the boss whisked him away to a meeting room. Do you know what they talked about? No. It was just the boss in there. Let's be open. Since coming here, I found out that the Shimatsu family used to operate the mines here. They left town after a disaster happened. We haven't found any present-day connection to them. Why weren't we told this? The boss has secrets. I don't know if they're dangerous or not yet. How are you making money? It's hard. I've nearly collected as many loans as I can. We barely have any business left. We're running out of options. What happens then? Trying to persuade the boss that we need to do more, but she still won't let me. Different groups are offering us work. The Chinese and Korean gangs keep trying to get meetings with her. I've met with them, and they have a lot of money to spend if we could help them. What kind of help do they want? The usual. They all have weapons they want to sell, and they're looking to expand their distribution network for their other products. All right, drugs. That's the other thing that this Yakuza gang doesn't do. They don't do weapons, they don't do human trafficking, and they don't do drugs, because they're good boys. Boy. Fallout mascot top right? I am not the mascot for Fallout. Is Pinky the second best Pinky in the history of media? I am assuming you're saying after Pi? Yeah, probably. Rumors. I don't think I would be a mascot for anything other than myself. I did the thumb thing. Oh, I forgot the guy does the thing in Fallout. The Pip-Boy. The Pip-Boy goes thumbs up. Let's be strict. You know we don't do that. We never have and never will. Don't make me tell you again. Hey, you're the one that got us into this mess. Don't act high and mighty with me while I clean up the disaster from the exchange. We have the Shimatsu family values to uphold. I've heard it all a million times before. Every time I try to help, I just get shot down and made to look like a child because I get made to look like a child because I don't want to not traffic human beings. Like, whatever. I'm trying to uphold my oath by stopping the family from being destroyed. Why don't people see what I'm trying to do? I'm not an idiot. There's no way this place is going to save the family. We all have our throats slit before this place makes enough money. Till the boss gives the word, don't even talk to anyone offering us business, especially not forbidden business. They're all vultures. The Shimatsu family makes decisions from a position of power, not weakness. Whatever. I need to get back. You tell me if Dawn contacts you, right? Of course. I don't need to book us both into a room here before you go, hot stuff? Maybe next time. It's not even that hot. I don't understand where Pinky's coming from. Why don't you wear a nice aftershave like him? He doesn't know that girls have come to check on me. Oh, sorry, the girls. Twice. So? He's being left out of what's going on. Why? I don't know. He's nervous, though. Something strange is going on back home. Need to go back? No. They need me to lie low here. If the boss needs me to come back from the dead, she'll call for me. Tokihira is pushing the boundaries of what we allow. He thinks he's helping by finding murky business, but the boss does things the traditional way. I hope you'll be okay. Heartwarming. 87-year-old crime boss still does things the traditional way. Okay, I'm kind of out of main story missions. I actually have almost nothing to do while I wait for the Grand Prix to happen. I guess I could send more money to Mom. I kind of don't need money anymore. Hey, Mom. Did you hear? Space-time crystallizes before collapsing into a black hole, and that crystallized space-time may explain what's happening both inside a black hole and the pre-Big Bang singularity. There may even be a way to detect this crystallization using the third-generation gravity wave detectors of the Einstein telescope, only being proposed in the EU. I heard something about that theory on the latest on one of the PBS FaceTime episodes, but I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. Am I calling her mom? Yeah? Should I not be? Is that problematic? I guess we'll just it's either do more collectibles or do more time trials, but I think time pauses during the time trials, so let's do more collectibles. Oh my god, I'm going fast. I'm going fast. I'm going fast. Oh, hello. What's up, boss man? We've been trying to get through to you. We've been conducting important business. You better not be wasting the boss's time. Can it, Goblin? What'd you find out? What did I tell you to do? Been keeping an eye on the mayor, like we said. Bear says the mayor doesn't know. Don't worry. We saw some Yakuza-looking guy go and meet the mayor. Who was it? Don't know his name. Flashy guy. He had a long silk kimono on. Very fancy. Had long gray hair as well. That sounds like Toki. Who's that? His oath brother and his slammin' hottie. Where did he meet the mayor? The mayor's house. Where's his house? On a cliff on the other side of town. Oh, I was actually pretty close by. Toki has come to see me in town, but refused to enter because of the curse. Sounds like they don't give a heck about the curse now. I wonder why. Is there anyone else with him? Nope, just them. They're out on the balcony for a while. Didn't look very happy with each other. What'd they talk about? The mines. We didn't hear much. Bear says the house is surrounded by a wall. We couldn't get close enough to hear much. We could only hear when they shouted at each other. Did they say anything about the rejuvenation fund? Didn't hear nothing about that. There's something else, though. Has the Nakamura Alliance got into drug dealing? Absolutely not. Well, if he's your oath brother, that means he's from your family, and he gave the mayor something that the mayor snorted. Are you sure? Bear says it was a small bag. The mayor snorted something from the back of his hand as soon as he got it. No drugs, no guns, no people. The Shimatsu family doesn't touch them. Yes. Sorry. He said Hot Stuff didn't want to run a business. Well, he's out there being a gangster by the sounds of it. Dealing drugs to a corrupt old man in a rural town isn't the most impressive thing I've ever heard, but we've all got to start somewhere. Don't know what to tell you. That's what we saw. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now get back to work. Yes, they're very honorable. Thieves with honor. Why do you think Hot Stuff is meeting the mayor? He doesn't seem concerned about the curse anymore. I have no idea. Maybe Matriarch Shimatsu has some business in this town that we don't know about. Maybe we should ask Taki and Teach, see if they found anything out about the mines. Good idea. I'll message Teach. She says to meet her on the roof of the school. They feel bad about only drinking tea in the bar and bothering Mama-san. Okay. Yes, thank you, Tash, for the proper British spelling. What? What did I get this from? Where did this come from? On? Whatever. Well, got a new emo, but you don't have enough points. You're gonna show it anyway. Alright. Well, maybe if I really like it. Maybe if I really, really like it, I'll add it for free. They've created time crystals already as a plot of a Star Trek Discovery episode. What are we looking at? Brunk. It's actually pretty good. Oh yeah, sure, I can add it. Did you edit this in some way? No, that's good. I like it. Are you Brunk? I'm not Brunk. No, I swear I'm not. Hold on. Nico Roll needs my help.
What is Nico Roll going to get for the machine? Why is Nico Roll editing or hitting the vending machine? Is it broken? It is edited? Well, thank you. Thank you very much for the consideration. Nico Roll has caused a disaster. They should have known better than to hit a machine. Do you know if you roll your tongue into a tube shape while you have wine on it and you suck in a bit of air, it percolates and enhances its flavor? Oh, I got Nado to one-shot this. I didn't know that, but considering this wine bottle has been open for like a week, it's probably plenty percolated or by now, right? Try it out. I mean, I wouldn't... Okay, fine. Sure, fine. I didn't know not to say C. Nothing happened except I almost spilled the wine out of my mouth. You might need less. Oh, okay. It was a skill issue. No, I think the wine is plenty oxygenated from the bottle being open for a long time. I don't know if it needs any more percolation. Wish the crying was more visible? Oh, wait, you edited to make it look like I'm crying. I didn't even notice that part. I was just looking because there's something on my upper lip, and I was like, is that like an editing artifact from you trying to like digitally shave me, which I would appreciate. Because I don't think that's, I don't know what is like coming out of my upper lip. You see that? I'm not tipsy, Riley. No. Percolate means to pass through a solid filter. Yes, it percolates through my tongue grooves, exactly. Third lip. Okay, thank you, Gore. Oh, miss, whatever. Wrong way. Isn't there one for school? Boy. Drunk. Bronco tipsy. Just because... It's fine. What is this? Oh, the Grand Prix results just kicked in. With your host. Yes? Oh, it's Mike Miller! Hooray! Hi, it's Mike Miller. I love the Mascot Grand Prix. This has been an exciting regional Grand Prix. What wonderful competitors. Let's take a look at the scores. This is boring. Skip to the end. Oh. Okay. What was in between? Okay. Promise Mascot Agency sent Raijin-kun to the Kyushu Regional Grand Prix. Raijin-kun tried their hardest but couldn't quite handle the pressure. Is 25 points enough to change the rankings? 25 points. No. That sucked. You sucked. You failed me. I only got $73,000 from that? I was knew Raijin-kun was a star in the making. You have failed me. And there's no more Raijin-kun available now. Yeah. Or, I mean, no more Grand Prix available. It's crying because all the blue shirts are in the wash. The blue shirts are not in the wash. I got this... The last blue shirt that I bought, I don't think I can ever wear because... I just got it in, like, a discount bin without, like, really thinking about it. And I realized it looks like a baby bib. It has, like, baby bib energy. So it's unwearable. Boo! Why do you hate Mike Miller so much, Minty? Can you see it? You can. Probably. Is Mike Miller a singer in the US? Oh yes, Mac Miller. That is a famous person. Even I've heard of Mac Miller. Hi, Appa. They would get along, you think? Brunk seems a lot less happy about
their wine intake compared to Geckomon. Geckomon is enjoying that in a very fancy and dignified manner. Brunk is going through it. How are you, Appa? Wait, Gore wanted to see the shirt. Okay. See what I mean? This has baby bib energy, doesn't it? Looks cute. I don't think so. I disagree. Hey, Teach. You have news for us, Mr. Michi? The mayor had a meeting with my oath brother at the mayor's residence. I feel like that shirt would be better off for pajamas. It could be. Unfortunately, it's very uncomfortable, so it doesn't make for good pajamas either. Maybe a rag. It'll make a good rag. Nothing day today? Yeah, that's Friday. That is Friday. Mayor had a meeting with my oath brother at the mayor's residence. Do you know why? No. Toki's been coming to see me here. You're supposed to think I was dead. He didn't mention that other family members had checked up on me. I think he's up to something. I don't know. Do you know what they talked about? The mines. The mines again. Have you found anything else out? I'm afraid we haven't. Are you able to investigate your oath brother's moves? I'd like to investigate a whole lot about him. Teach, you should see him. Go get him, Pinky. I've been thinking about how to best proceed and where the mysteries lie. Name on deed. Need to find out who has their name on the deed. I agree, but we're in deadlock on that. The deed is kept within the mayor's safe in his office. Assume neither of you are safecrackers. I didn't get to that lesson with Nui and Yui. I'm gonna make the rag stand up. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Isn't that the shirt Homer Simpson wears when he gets really fat? It is the same color, isn't it, Voodoo? Wait, I think you're right. It doesn't have the egg sewn onto it, but it is the same color. Also, have a good night, Autumn. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you sleep well. He's a drunk old man who's watching his little fiefdom erode. He will slip up if you keep undermining him. The mines used to be the main industry in this town, and they were run by my family. Never knew about this, which means they were being kept secret. The mine disaster should have been a much bigger story, and surely my family should have been held accountable for it. I agree. This whole thing's very strange. The lack of records of an investigation from around the time is very suspicious. Only a perfunctory investigation seems to have taken place. I'm not an expert. I would have thought more would have been done. How can we find out more? I'm aware that the mayor keeps more sensitive paperwork in his mansion. Okay. We can get the paperwork for you. You're a hardened criminal, and I want to do stuff to feel alive. We'll break into his mansion and steal his stuff. I'm supposed to be a legitimate businessman now. Okay then. Let's just go back to the agency and read financial newspapers, file our taxes, and be thoroughly annoyed at how we don't have any answers. Get it together. Going to do a rip and run over that old geezer. Find out what the hell's going on, and blow this thing wide open. Okay. We'll take everything. I'll grab any paperwork and rip the hard drive out of his computer. But if he keeps it in a safe, that'll be a real bummer. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Michi, when we're ready, let's head to his mansion. Okay. Millennials these days don't even frown anymore. When you tell them to stop smiling, they just look at you like this. It's not a smile! And I'm not a millennial! Do people actually look at that emote and think I'm smiling in it? Like, do they actually read that as expression as a smile? I can never tell if I'm being memed on by chat or not. If this is just... It genuinely looks like a smile, but it genuinely doesn't. A curse that kills Yakuza that comes from a Yakuza-owned mine is too convenient. Indeed. Your world has fully bought into the belief, though. You know anything about the origins of the story? Everyone I've spoken to about it says the legend spread from newspaper articles about it. We should find the first article and speak to the author. Hosea Tanaka Cartoon connects occult items. He might be able to help us. Once we know who the author of the first article is, we can try contacting them to find out what they know. Okay. We got work to do. Has Kubrick stare energy, and you would not... Well... Sure, okay, first of all, I don't know about that, but second of all, you wouldn't describe a Kubrick stare as a smile, would you? It doesn't look like my smile, it looks like that white person fake pleasantry smile? No, a white person's... No, a fake pleasantry smile would be like... Would be like one of those, wouldn't it? Every time you see that emote, you think, bruh? Yes! Bruh is the correct expression. Or sense, or like, feeling, expression. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be like a personification of me saying, really? Question mark. You know? It's like, really? That's what that expression is supposed to be. It's not a smile. The smile you get from the I'm Not Human game. What are you trying to say about my face? Okay, whatever. I guess I'm just an inhuman, fake pleasantry, Kubrick stare little white girl or something. What do you want from me? We're investigating the origins of the Kazamachi curse. Do you have the first article written about it? I do. The curse first appeared in the Kyushu Everyday News in September 1991. Can we see it, please? No problem. Jose cheekbones over here? Yeah. Now, speaking of a good smile, look at this guy's smile. He's so happy. It says everything we already knew. The mountain spirits are angry with the use of the land for mining, and they target any Yakuza that come to town. Spirits cause a disaster, and the Tanuki keeps watch for any Yakuza coming into town. A lot of Yakuza that used to live here have died either suddenly or slowly and painfully. Apparently he got this from a secret source. Who wrote it? Someone called Jiro Kaneko. Do you think you can find him? No problem. I'll find a number for him now. Nui and Yui taught me how to track anyone down. Okay. Is that what you needed? Yes, thank you. We appreciate your help. Okay. We found the number. That was quick. I guess I do rule pretty hard. Speaking of ruling pretty hard, guess who else rules hard? It's Mitzi. Hi, Mitz. Beat Dark Souls, beat Wheat, Sark Holes. Dark Dulls. Ooh, I like Dark Dulls. Hi, Riley, Grommy, Knife and Mitz. How was stream? How did you just beat Gwyn, or there's a period of dulls after the Gwynage? He's in an old folks home in Izuka. That's a who gives a heck town about 2 hours away. How'd you find that out? Bureaucracy. Everything in this country requires forms and data entry. You know where to look, you can find what you want. What about the deed to the mines? Already tried. That was before everything went digital. Can we phone Mr. Kaneko? Of course. Remember to use a fake name. So hi, Epigitty. Gave her a little kiss on her kitty head and she meowed. Oh, a friendly meow at being kissed is so not how my cat would react to being kissed. She would be mildly annoyed, I would think. I hope you're doing well. It's the most goated DS1 player ever. True. You won the Mitz wheel. Oh, who is this? The first official Mitz wheel? What game did you choose? Is this Mr. Kaneko? It is. Forgive me for calling you out of the blue. I apologize for the intrusion. How can I help you? My name is Mr. Shoujo, and I'm interested in the curse of Kazamachi. That load of rubbish? How can I help you, Mr. Shoujo? Rubbish? A total load of nonsense. What do you want to know about it? You wrote the first article about it. Can you tell me where the information came from? I can't believe someone is finally asking me about it. I'm afraid I can't tell you, though. Can I ask why? I'm sworn to secrecy. I needed a published story to get paid so I could afford my rent. A source I used for other stories offered me this. The Cotello is all made up, but it had enough interesting points to make a story. The Mine Disaster Spirits, a Tanuki that guard against Yakuza. I wrote it and paid my rent. People liked it at the time. A bunch of magazines picked it up. Do people still believe it? Yes, they do, sir. I'm sorry for being impertinent, but is there anything I can do to make you tell me more? Why is it so important? Oh, Pentiment. Let's go. Have one of your faves play this game. I'll play Pentiment one day, Riley. I get around to everything eventually, you know? Surely. Unless I die. I could always just die before getting to it, but probably not. Your nephew got milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk and milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk, and you got Rain World. Damn, Lolo Rain World arc? That's crazy. I hope your nephew likes it. I hope so. I believe the curse is central to a conspiracy that threatens an entire town. I see. Tell you what, I'm an old, ill man. My kids don't come and see me anymore. I just sit in this home all day. The only thing I look forward to is a cup of sake in the evening. I understand. Excuse me one moment, sir. Already on it, boss. Tell him there's a bottle of Kanayoya Junmai Daijin Jaiginjo being delivered by courier tomorrow. Sorry to make you wait, sir. There's a bottle of Kanaoya Junmai Daiginjo being delivered to your address tomorrow. What? I'm sorry, sir. Would you prefer something else? That's a 97,000 yen bottle of sake. Indeed it is, sir. It's important to me that you can enjoy your evening drink. You must really want to know about this curse. I like you. If I get to drink that, I don't care if Don comes for me. Did you say Don? Don Key from the Shimatsu family. After they needed to leave town because of the mine disaster, he said they had a story for me. Coughing puke versus best creation ever. Did you dislike bag inside of the milk inside of a bag of milk that much, Corp? I don't know if it's coughing puke. Hi, Sass. Definitely not a cutie tonight, but I appreciate the sentiment. How are you? I'm not an idiot. I know you used a fake name. Don is a friend. I'm not giving anything to an enemy of his. I can assure you I am very close to Don. Something is happening that involves him, and I need to know what kind of help he needs. People in Kazamachi believe the spirits in the hills had caused a disaster. Don took this and ran with it. He and I have a history. He's been my source on Yakuza stories over the years. He'd give me tips, and we traded information. Anyway, he wanted to tell me about this curse that kills Yakuza men, and I needed to pay the bills. A bunch of his boys died in the mines. The ones that did start dropping dead. They either died suddenly or took their time and suffered greatly. Did Don tell you why? Stuck to his story about the curse. I think it was total nonsense. I knew the old patriarch Shimatsu had a dodgy heart. Helped Don blow up a story about a rival family, to bury the news that the patriarch had been rushed to the hospital a few years before this. I think the first patriarch died from a heart attack, not the curse. Heart conditions are hereditary. And it wouldn't surprise me if that's what took his son, the current matriarch's late husband. Don put that down to the curse as well. Do you have any proof? No. I could just tell. Don isn't normally as effusive as he was when he was telling me this story. He was trying to convince me of this more than he's ever tried to convince me of anything before. I'm just going on my gut here. It's all too convenient. Do you know why Don would want to spread this story? His kind all have secrets. Want to hide something in or about those mines. You know what that could have been? No idea. Get the impression it's best not to know. None of that felt right. Yakuza operation running a mine with no experience. Disaster happens, they get out of town, and all their men start dying. That should have been a huge scandal. I would have loved to get that story. What? I hope you had a good Friday, by the way, Sass. Do anything fun? Do you know anything about the Tanuki statue? Only what the townspeople say, that it just appeared one night. Dawn didn't tell me anything about that. Thank you for your help, sir. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. Not at all. I've come out of this rather well if you haven't lied about that sake arriving. I don't know how long I'm going to be alive for, but I've got to the age where caring about secrets like this matters less and less. So based, old man. Goodbye, Mr. Shoujo. Can't believe this whole curse thing is fake. We gotta tell everyone. We can't tell anyone yet. We don't know how this relates to everything else. Thank you for your help. Put that sake on an emergency credit card. What credit card? Nui and Yui gave me some credit card numbers years ago that they procured. Some scammers tried to get one over on Shimatsu. Nui and Yui dealt with them and told me the cards were linked to the accounts of bad people. So some low-level scammer just had that sake billed to him. Exactly. Victimless crime. I mean, we've got plenty of money. We could have just bought it ourselves. 78,000 is not that much. But whatever. The death of the first patriarch was likely a heart attack, but Dawn attributed it to the curse to further the story. His son passed away under similar circumstances. Don't know about the rest of the men. The ones that didn't die in the disaster, but were part of the family, all died. Except Dawn. Can't believe everyone has been living a lie. My dad sure is a piece of work. We still don't know what to make of the Tanuki statue, now that we know this. Let's keep investigating. Work was chill, had a massage, and went to a friend's place for homemade burrito tacos. That sounds so nice. One day I might have a massage. I think that's something I would like to try one time in my life. But it would have to be a long time from now, I think. God forbid the Yakuza family does one crime. No, it's just one bad apple. It's that Don Key. He's the bad apple who's ruining the good name of this Yakuza family. Brappy ending. Or, do you know what the word brap would... Never mind. Hey, Rabbit. Are you offering a massage? Is that what you're doing? What does it mean? No, don't. I don't want to talk about it. Where are we going? Okay, let's go break into the mayor's mansion. Because, yeah, we got pretty much nothing to do except for main story at this point, so... Or time trials. Not going to Google it after the MLP thing? Well, then you don't need to know. Okay, don't call me a fucking brap hog, please. Trying to make another emote? The software keeps making me hot as hell. Okay, Gorp. Alright. Alright, laying it on a little thick, don't you think? You must really want this new emote to get approved. Oh, can't you make emotes of me on a day when I'm, like, not looking the way that I look? Where are we? Sure, thank you, Lola. Also, I'm not milking anything, Riley. I don't know what you mean. You were trying to make a funny emote? I see. Okay. Oh, I'm sure it was hilarious. Okay, Mr. Mayor. I'm breaking into your mansion. By that I mean I'm driving right up to your front gate and I'm busting in. Nice. Huge. Thank you, Voodoo, for the context. Okay, are we breaking? Infiltrate. Gorgeous? Sorry, why'd you say the word gorgeous, Riley? I lost the context. I lost my chat permanence. Come in, Janitor Actual. This is Poltergeist. Target's cars non-visible. Mission site appears to be clear. What are you talking about? Mission is a go. No security cameras or alarms detected. Stop it. Negative, Janitor Actual. Mission parameters are intact, maintaining operational language. Good grief. I've instructed Kaiju Actual to keep an eye on the mayor. You're sending me a whisper. You are? Whoa! Did you just put a filter on my head, on my face? Is that all you did? Staring at the ground in the background? That's what those night vision goggles are for. Don't know why they gave me eyeliner and shine to my eyes. Is that like AI? Is that why? Did you run my face through AI or just some filter or something? Instructed Kaiju Actual to keep an eye on the mayor. Kaiju Actual, this is Poltergeist. How copy? Poltergeist. God damn it, I told you about this. This is Pinky, but my call sign for this operation is Poltergeist. Because it starts with a P, and I'm a ghost. No, I didn't know that about poltergeists. Well, I'm a stealthy one. Yes, but ghost doesn't start with a P. Pinky. Kaiju Actual, have you seen the mayor? Copy that. Jander Actual. Kaiju Actual reports the mayor is still at the town hall. Tell Kaiju thanks and he can go home. Okay. Yes, he did. I'm not lying. Even if he didn't actually say it, that's what he meant. Whatever. Poltergeist is on mission. We'll rendezvous ASAP. Oh. Okay, we don't actually get to break in, but we get to watch a manga. Hi, Patches. A wheeze of pork? I am not a wheeze of pork. I'm not a wheeze of anything. The target has a tacky taste in home decor. His home office is full of whiskey bottles. His filing cabinet is overflowing. There's a bunch of folders. There's a lot of HR complaints in here. Nice to know that they've been handled appropriately. There's too much to go through. I'm just going to grab everything. Now the hard drives. I can only find one desktop, no laptops. Easy. Hard drive secured. Target materials acquired, Jander Actual. Poltergeist is exfiltrating now. Stupid table. Why do people make tables with sharp corners? Uh-oh. What? The door won't open. I'm stuck. The mission might be compromised. What happens if he comes back? I can't hide. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Don't worry, I forgot I used a different color. There we go. Poltergeist is returning to base. No more gurus. How's the voice acting in the new Gothic patches, and how far are you in the game? A murder of Brungs? I'd never murder anybody. Are you sure there weren't any cameras? Do you think I'm an idiot? You used the wrong door. That could have happened to anyone under the stress of the battlefield. Now quit your yapping. Here's the stuff. Hi, Connor. How are you? He's making a reference to Splinter Cell with those green gogs. Did Splinter Cell invent night vision goggles? I don't think so, but I don't think that's true. Yes, Patches admits that he's never played Gothic 1, which is why he didn't watch me play Gothic 1, because he wanted to avoid spoilers. He just made me play it on my own. You miss us. Define us. I mean, I never left. I've been here. I iconized night vision goggles with green lights. It was a pretty good bit, Patches. You're not. I don't deny it. It was a good bit. Okay. Our time back in Baja, California. I'd love to go visit Baja again. I haven't been to Baja since I was a young person, child. Night vision goggles don't typically have light shining out the other end. All they do is a quick visual device for explaining to the audience what the character is wearing night vision goggles. Yeah, since I was a plump little brunglet, ripe for the slaughter. Money. Okay, back to the school. Hi, Tante. Tante Rotana. I will say your full name as you say mine. Hey, gang. It's Arvid. Look. Did you find something good? We sure did. Tell them what we found, Michi. The curse. Spoke to the first journalist that wrote about the Kazumachi curse. He told us he had a close relationship with Dawn, and that Dawn was the source on the curse. According to Mr. Kaneko, Dawn was linking the rumors in the town to the deaths of men from the Shimatsu family. The journalist said it was nonsense. Okay. We don't know for sure that it's a lie. Mr. Kaneko didn't offer us any proof, but he's convinced that Dawn made the legend up. Suppose there is unlikely to be any real evidence anyway. We would need a confession. Bud's been harassing a lot of newbies, and every one of them got beat up by guards. That sounds about right. What I vaguely remember about that game. You don't need to save the world. You don't need to save this until you need it. Or you need to save this until you... I don't know. We were told our first patriarch died from the curse. It also claimed his son, the late husband of my boss. Mr. Kaneko said the first patriarch had a heart condition that he'd been hospitalized for once before. He suspects that is what he died from. We don't know about the son, but Mr. Kaneko said the heart condition might also be hereditary. Does he know Don's reasoning? No. I think it's safe to say there's a secret hidden down there. But it might be right about your patriarchs. It still doesn't explain what happened to all the other men in your family. Everyone who worked in the mines is dead, except your current superiors. Could it be poisoning? Possibly, but I'm not sure how it could be. Took the liberty of reading up on mine disasters and health risks. Gases released during mining are either explosive or kill quickly. The men who died after the disaster passed away after months or years. Other toxic chemicals are released into the runoff water. Unless they were drinking it, they wouldn't have ingested it. Maybe we could ask Fukukata if he knows anything. Don't like the look of the remake. It's got that wretched volumetric fog and less color. I haven't even looked at gameplay of the remake. I don't even know what it looks like. We got the documents from the mayor's mansion. I trust you weren't caught. I got a perfect stealth rating, like a snake. Here, we've left them for you to look through. Where's the Yaoi? No Yaoi in this game, sorry. I don't think there's Yuri either. I mean, not directly. That I remember seeing. Does it say anything about the Kyushu Rejuvenation Fund? No, these are all older records. Is there anything good on the hard drive? Unless he's become a computer security expert, no. In fact, it looks like the only thing he has used is a web browser. The hard drive barely has anything on it. Hard drive looks like it was imaged by the IT department, and then he's done nothing with it. That doesn't surprise him. Most old men in the government don't use computers. Oh, speaking of old men in the government. Welcome in, Crayon. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, hello. And hello to Calc Monkey and Rexler and Mr. Disco. And
you
Mimongo.
are the most beautiful woman in the galaxy.
Thank you for the follow. And also Bailey. Boat raid. What were you playing today? What was on the agenda? Shibari Pinky is Yuri? I don't think she is, right? Mama-san is male. Is he, him. So surely that's not Yuri. On the sidewalk of Chicago by the Nando's, a block from the Bean. The Bean? You gonna flick that thing? Also, hi Arvin. Hey Strong. We're getting into the end game of our little Yakuza mascot visual novel GTA thing. Boy, he did flick the bean. Oh, good for Kreia. I don't know. I have no idea what game he was actually playing. I like Mr. Bean. I got nothing against him. Oops. Drop my hair tie. There's a bundle of papers related to the mine disaster here. Notice of investigation commencement. The initial contact between the town hall and the investigators. The company hired to do the investigation. Initial press releases, meeting notes, contact from various government safety boards. This looks more interesting. Personal correspondence between the mayor and the head of the investigation company. What do you mean? I didn't say anything about hating Mr. Bean. I said I liked him. Oh, an actual IRL stream walking around in Chicago. I thought it was like some fucking video game. Well, okay. Alright, so he's flicking Bean on camera in public. That's kind of based. Cool. Well, I hope you guys had fun. Did it go well? You were in that exact same spot last Thursday. You went to I've never seen Nando's. I always thought it was some British thing. There's Nando's in the US. I thought Nando's is one of those things the Brits are like, oh, I'm going to Nando's, isn't it? Government contracted the investigation to a company specializing in mining safety. There's a government committee oversight, but on the ground it was handled by a third party. This letter makes some cryptic references to restaurants in Fukuoka along with a luxury inn on the mainland and some kind of health visitor. That means call girls. What? But I thought you know all about that. Call girls are advertised as health delivery service. Yeah, cheeky Nando's, exactly. It was UK only at first. Are there any in California? No, there are not. Also, it's South African? Oh. Interesting. Like Nan don'ts, so true. You walked by it on the way to the consulate? I see. You should have given it a try. It would appear that the mayor paid for a lot of health deliveries, a lot of meals, and a lot of hotels. How can you tell? His financial records are here. Around the time the investigation started, he had a lot of outgoing transactions. Where'd he get all the money from? There are 3 large payments into his account from a company called Yamashita Manufacture. It's an old Shimatsu family front company. After it went bankrupt, it was kept open as a way to transfer money around. There's 3 payments totaling 104 million yen. All that was spent on the aforementioned entertainment and a payment to the investigation company. You were bribed. There are personal handwritten notes here from several members of the Oversight Committee thanking the mayor for his hospitality. He managed to bribe everyone. Why has no one ever bribed me? I would love 104 million yen. It would appear that the money flowed out of the Shimatsu family and upriver to everyone involved with the disaster investigation. There's a letter here from the investigation committee. Clears the Shimatsu Mining Company of any wrongdoing. I see. Says the disaster result of a freak typhoon and that all correct safety measures have been taken. You no idea? Just know he saw it a few minutes before he got to the bean. I don't even know about the bean in Chicago, I'll be honest. How long has the bean been there? Did I see it in the one time in my life I went to Chicago? Chicago bean. Okay, I don't think I saw this. This thing's kind of dumb. Mr. Bean on... Wait, there's a Mr. Bean game for the PS2? Is it better than House MD for the DS? How eating Nando's helped me become a happy little chungus, your 5-hour video essay. I am not a 5-hour video essay person, although eating Nando's might convince me. If it got out that a Yakuza company operated a mine on government land and gross negligence occurred, a lot of people would get in trouble. Not only would your family have been hounded by the authorities, the mayor would have taken the fall. Old men covered up the mistakes of other old men. It was all forgotten. So this is why this is never talked about at home. After all that, we're still waiting on our opportunity to find out the name on the deed to the mines. And we assume it's Michi's boss. If we did and we're wrong, we'd bring too much trouble to our doorstep. We've managed to escape a lot of government attention over the years. Tying the Shimatsu family to this unnecessarily will further endanger my boss. Indeed, a lot of people could get in trouble for that transaction, and more enemies of your boss may come calling. The mayor sold the land to the Yakuza group that caused the disaster. It'll be a massive scandal with very far-reaching consequences. Could be seized under the recent anti-Yakuza laws. It's likely the transaction was done legally and through legitimate companies. Makes it difficult to seize, and if it were to be seized, it would bring a lot of unwanted attention to the mayor. Doesn't want anything to destabilize his fiefdom. I see. Hi, Kreia. I heard you were doing an IRL stream. Was it fun? Where are you now? Mr. Bean PS2 is pretty bad, and it's a bad collectathon slop, but it's better than House. Mr. Bean doesn't say anything rash, and you can play as his hot girlfriend. Wait, Mr. Bean doesn't say any slurs? That's crazy. Nando's is a restaurant where you order from a menu, but still get up to get your food, like at a buffet, and the menu has one item chicken. Oh. So there's nothing there for me to eat? Do they at least have, like, fries? It changes who is part of this mystery and what their motives are. If another company owns them, we might have another player. If Shimatsu family owns them, it might explain why I was sent here. Family does own them, still doesn't explain why the mayor is so upset about them. Mines haven't been touched in decades. Uh-huh. Don't see how this could do with the Rejuvenation Fund. What if it is, though? You might be helping that prosecutor in Fukuoka. Maybe you'd catch their eye, Taki. Maybe we're going to be snapped up by them, a hero of justice. Give me too much credit, Wambui. I'm sure they have much better investigators than I. Also don't know anything about the origins of the Tanuki statue. It seems like an important part of the curse. Does anyone have any idea who would know more? Maybe Big Koki. Kokimaru, a mascot that used to live in town and built cool, weird things, hasn't been seen for years. Used to hang in the rice fields in the hills. Let's go and ask Peaches. Okay. Also going to see the mayor. Whatever's going on here is gathering momentum. I want to push him into doing something stupid. Okay. Oh, you're catching a bus. Yo, very nice. Did a boat tour and then flick the bean. I hope that flicking your bean was satisfying and that, you know, you got off from the thrill of doing it in public. I admire your bravery. Hungry. Okay, well, we got pretty much no side content left to do. I guess there's stuff to pick up around here, but for the most part, we are now here to do main quests. Okay, let's go antagonize the mayor. Is the game resurrected Tupac yet? Hi, Nas. No, there's no no Tupac resurrection in this game. Different Yakuza game, I think. How are you? Yes, Tupac was apparently in the state of play, but I didn't watch it. So, I don't know for sure firsthand. Excuse me. Guild Wars 3 got announced, and they promised to keep making things for 1 and 2. You're a happy clan. Congratulations. Those are MMOs, right? We were talking about that earlier. I can't believe they're running multiple MMOs simultaneously. Like, I guess it's not inherently different from OSRS and RuneScape, though. Let's be direct. Why do you want the mines? That's none of your business. Nothing in this town is. Get out and crawl back to Fukuoka. We don't need you here. How do you know where I come from? What? Why are the mines so important to you? Don't you dare talk to me. You should leave town as well. You're an embarrassment. You want to die? Your father has been nothing but trouble for this town. Nothing but chaos and trouble with your family. Are the mines related to the Rejuvenation Fund? Get out. I have friends you don't want me to call. Thank you for your time, Mr. Mayor. You've given us everything we need. You're a dead man. I'll have you killed. Okay. Hi, emissary. Save? I could save. That went well. We confirmed that however Donkey is involved with the mines, the mayor is upset about it. You think he's a bad guy? Do you? I have a historical bias. Definitely knows something about what's going on here. Don't know if he's working for or against Matriarch Shimatsu. We also don't know how Toki fits in. Or why the mayor is so desperate to get his hands on the mines, or who owns them. Don is involved with the workers. He'll probably know. Are we going to ask him? Not yet. There's too many things we don't know. We already tipped our hand to the mayor, but that was a risk worth taking. Still, the mystery around the Fujiwara Syndicate knew about the exchange. Don't know who told them about it. Okay. Do a shot of wine every time. Sorry, I just finished my wine, emissary. I got enough. Well, I guess I have 1 sip left. I don't think there was awards at the State of Play. I think it was just trailers. Hesitant on 3, but very happy they aren't killing 2 to make 3. Yeah, that seems nice. Yeah, I'm so crazy drunk. I had like 1/6 of a bottle of wine over the course of 2 hours. I'm drunk to all hell. Excuse me. Sierra plays what Sony calls their game live streams. Summer Game Fest is where... Oh, sorry. Yeah, wait. This was Summer Game Fest, not State of Play. Whatever, same thing. Oh, I don't need to pick that up. Maybe they should stop giving awards at the Game Awards. That would also make sense. Either of those works. Can I go full screen and drink from the bottle again? Why? We already have an emote for it. Just, what do you... Oh my god, give me that trash. I don't know why I care about this piece of trash. Yep. Bronk and the Blub. What is that emote? Wait! That's one of your emotes, Rabbit. You have a drinking emote too? I forgot you even had emotes. I've never seen that one before. Can you get a hoot house? You're gonna have to wait 2 hours. You know what you won't have to wait 2 hours for? Why are you saying milking, Riley? Riley, why are you saying milking? You know what you won't have to wait 2 hours for? You won't have to wait 2 hours to guess some motherfucking games. Second time you've ever used that emote? Very nice. Because we're halfway through stream. I'm gonna get up, get water, stretch, go to the bathroom. Yawn. And in the meantime, when I'm gone, I'm going to invite everybody to guess some games. So I'll be back in a minute or two. Don't go anywhere.
Oh. Hello. Danganronpa. Oh, never mind. Weeb slop. Oh my god, you can't just call something weeb slop. What the hell is Psychopaths? Well, congratulations anyway, Minty. Oh wait, is Psychopaths the like not Danganronpa made by this Danganronpa guy, or is that? No, that was called like fucking 12 Sexy Schoolgirls or something like that. No? Okay. Hey. Let's talk to this dude. How was the break, everybody? Did you enjoy your time without me? Love a good vibe guesser? Yeah. Good job on all the points, everybody. Y'all did great work today. You're psychotic, but you just pass on being crazy sometimes. Okay, I wish I could do that. We talk about the curse. What do you want to know about it? Everyone that was Yakuza in town when the mines were open died not long after, but you are alive. Also hasn't had much of an effect on your boys. I'm not a scholar. The curse works how the curse works. Does it? You sure it isn't poisoning? How would I know? Could I stand up and sit down again? I did it? What'd you need me to do that for? Hi, Dish. It's not a skirt. They're shorts. But thank you, I guess. It's your favorite Brungo-themed streamer on Twitch. Are you sure you don't prefer the channel that's just called Brungo? Instead of the Brungo? Gonna be an odd question. Is there any way the workers might have been drinking the water in the mines? Why would that matter? We've been told that poisoning can occur from consuming wastewater produced from mining. Think that's a real curse? Trying to get to the bottom of what's happening in this town. You're poking your nose into the dark shadows of the past. The matriarch is in trouble. I'll do whatever I can to help her. The boys working in the mines have their own little moonshine operation going on in the tunnels. Oh. To save money. Mine work is hard. You need to drink after a day's shift. If it was in the tunnels, I assume they were making it with water from the mines. Probably. I never drank it. Officers didn't involve themselves in what the boys were doing down there. We could afford our booze, so we were happy. That explains why you, Don Key, and your boys haven't been claimed by the curse. I spoke to a journalist that told us that Don helped to spread the rumors of the curse. According to him, the first patriarch suffered from a heart condition which may explain his death. Yeah. If you ask me, the curse is real. Why are you so sure? This town is strange. There are spirits on the mountain. I'm a superstitious man. You're all too eager to dismiss the legends and wisdom from your elders. Yeah, whatever. Moon and the boys making a little bit of moonshine. Yeah, I'd love to make moonshine. He's so cute when he shines. Would I break up with somebody if someone if they needed glasses but they refused to admit it, so they just drove around with their high beams on all the time? I mean, yeah, if they were endangering myself, if they were endangering my life every time I drove with them out of stubbornness, that could definitely be a point of friction in a relationship, I think. Yeah, I agree, Appa. That's, I mean, it's not just indicative of bigger issues, but it's also, like, a direct threat to my and their safety. You know, I mean, it wouldn't, like, be an immediate breakup, but it would definitely prompt a concerned conversation. Operating heavy machinery like that's shameful, yeah. Personally, I think I would just break up with anyone who drove a car, period, for any reason.
I think driving cars should be illegal, and anyone who participates in the act should be shot. No, not a car, period. A car, period. Vroom vroom. Damn. What do you mean? You're safe now, Appa. Isn't your car broken? Obama voice, let me be queer. Were you trying to bait me into doing my Obama impression, Riley? Because I don't have one. I don't even watch NL. No? As if. As if. It would be funnier if periods made funny noises. You can make yours have a funny noise if you want, Patches. Anyone know Obama's last name? I think it's Hussein. Hi, Weapons. I was trying to stir massive drama discourse in BWhat chat earlier today by saying I don't like the word queer, but nobody took it. Nobody took the nobody bit. You should calm down. Wait, what's wrong, Riley? Calm down about what? What are you trying to do? You're in your follicular phase? Ain't that the guy who like smashed his jaw? A mascot called Kokimaru used to hang out in the rice fields. Is he still about? That's the secret. Hang on, let me end the stream. Oh, okay, this is the least realistic part of the fucking game. The streamer I come up to the streamer wanting to talk about something and she's like, oh, let me just end the stream real quick. Are you kidding me? Okay, Mobo Army. I gotta discuss something secret with Pinky. I'll be right back. Okay. Kokimaru makes scarecrows for us. After Papa Peach stopped being able to look after things, this mascot started making them to keep the crows away. So get this, I was up late studying one night and I heard a noise outside, right? Lying go ghost spotting one night? Stop lying. Okay, whatever. There's a mascot putting the scarecrows up. Can you believe it? I went out and said hello, but they ran off. So I called out and thanked him for making the scarecrows. Next night they came back. I made some tea and we had a chat. Was it Kokimaru? Yeah, he's a total cutie. Thought he left town. Haven't seen him in years. Why does he build the scarecrows? He likes to hang out in the rice fields, but crows peck at him. So he wanted to help keep the rice fields crow-free. You know how some mascots have abilities and sparkles? He can hide and make stuff. He's pretty shy, so he disappears and makes stuff for people. Does he want a job? I don't think there's a lot of money in scarecrows. I mean, at our agency. Oh, I don't know. Want to chat with him? I'll tell him you want to speak. Okay. Yes, please. But if she has like one viewer, if she has one viewer who she calls her Momo Army and spends all day streaming to, that's... I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, all streams are valid regardless of size. It's not about the viewership numbers, it's about having fun. It's not a competition. I'm just saying, maybe she might want to prioritize other things in her life at that point. It's about girth, it's average size. One viewer is close to average size, that's true. Oh, I understand, Riley. I get you. This guy's kind of cute. Big Koki. It's been a while. Oh, and he speaks in Morse code, except it's not... Is it real? Can you parse that into real Morse code? I guess you could. Will wither if not watered regularly. A Merimo moss ball. No job. Just hangs around the rice fields keeping moist. Thanks for speaking with us. Yes, we're trying to help the town and the mascots here. Well, I want to turn the agency into a thriving business. To do that, the town needs to grow and prosper. Yes I am, but while I'm in this town, I'm just a businessman. Well, I'm from the Shimatsu family, as it happens. I'm afraid the first patriarch and his son both passed away before I could meet them. I work for Matriarch Shimatsu. She certainly is. She took me in when I had nothing and raised me. You must forgive me. I hadn't heard about this my family's involvement with the mines until I came to this town. I made a mistake and cost my boss everything. I'm here to clean up my mess and save her. I'm afraid she's in danger. Come to work for us. You'll be helping Matriarch Shimatsu. Oh, okay. Big Koki is your gig tomorrow night? Yo, enjoy the coke, Appa. Enjoy responsibly. This is not real Morse code. Let me ask you about the Tanuki statue. I understand. We'll speak to you back at the agency. It's a grass-type Pokemon because it's a palm tree. Patches, I think you've alluded to this idea before in the past. Actually, I specifically remember it. You alluded to this idea during the Super Mario Eclipse playthrough. I remember the exact moment. I remember the room in the level that I was in. I was inside of the lighthouse in one of the new levels in the mainland on Super Mario Eclipse, and you said palm trees are grass, and I corrected you. How dare you resurrect this falsehood in my chat? Get back home. One of your funnier moments. You've had funnier, and I mean that as a compliment. They're closer to grass and trees. Well, trees are not a clade. There's no like group of plants that constitutes trees. Now, technically they do not produce wood, and so they're not true trees, but they do have the habit of trees in the sense of like a lifestyle, like a life habit. What's a fish? A fish is a what do they call them? I forgot what they or okay, what do they call? I forgot what the grouping is called. I don't know. I give up. Let's just go with a fish is a vertebrate that's not a tetrapod. How about that? Okay, I'm supposed to talk to you. Can I paint toes like that? Like what? Oh, like what Pinky's got on right now? I don't think so. I've never painted my toes. Should I? Is it worth it? How are things? I hear you. Bunch of Philistines in this town. Can I ask you something about the Tanuki statue? No, nothing like that. We're looking for people that know anything about it. I think something bad's gonna happen to the town and we need to save the day. You can trust this guy. Any help you can give us would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, I mean, it would be worth it if I could put the fox on it, but... A construction site in the hills. I know the place. At the top of the landslide, there's a bunch of wrecked stuff up there. I'm working on the map for you, boss. Okay. Get a UV printer? What the hell is a UV printer? Is that real? What is a UV printer? Whoa. Hardens the ink under ultraviolet light. Well, I know what UV is, but UVC. So it like fast dries. It's like to quick dry nail polish? Is that what you're saying? You wish you were ultraviolet. It was ultraviolet and punched the art on. I prefer my art to be non-violent. I prefer everything to be non-violent, really. I don't like violence. Can I get a +2 in chat? Can I get a clap? Maybe some kind of appreciation for my upstanding moral behavior? I don't know why I'm grabbing this. Thank you, Riley, for acknowledging how moral I am. I'm not a centrist. No, I didn't know. Not you too, Appa. You know how long I've been dodging the centrist allegations on this channel? I'm pretty sure the Brungo is a centrist, like, slur or falsehood, or has been going since literally the Carolyn days. Thank you for the dance, Sass. No, the centrist arc is not back. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Top center of the screen. That's me. I really gotta fix this webcam so that I'm not... I don't know why the focus is on my backpack over there. It needs to be a bit more like... Boom. Maybe? Down? Boom. Hello. Oh, I get it. I don't know why. I only just put 2 and 2 together there. Yes, I'm not authoritarian center. Why'd you put me at the top? Not safe for work Tosu Figueroido brand figure. Ooh. This patient is a centrist. Yeah, I'm sure House is too. Let's be real. House is one to talk. No, you can't move me to the religious right. Unless you give me like a... Unless I have a religious experience, which I don't know if that's an experience that you can deliver. You know? We... I like Madonna at all, Like a Prayer. Is Like a Prayer like a song or something? Like a Madonna song? Or are you talking about like the Christian Madonna? I don't think I could name a Madonna song or like recall the sound of one or tell you or like think about what she looks like or anything about her. Conservatism's caused by nitrous oxide and Cheese Whiz cans? Oh, that's why Minty hates it. Wait, that makes sense. It's base. Like a Virgin. Is that a Madonna song? Yeah, please only make Outer Wilds OST references. Silksong OST references also okay. It just needs to be an Outer Wilds tier. One time this guy was picking on Shiori at school, so we lured him up here and then stole his clothes and he had to walk home. Oh hey, Big Koke. Thank you for meeting us. I promise you can trust us. We're just trying to find out what's happening in this town. Said you could tell us something about the Tanuki statue? You made it? How the heck did you make that? I didn't realize these hills were good for clay. I'm sorry, I don't know much about this. What's a kiln? You made that whole statue by firing small bits and combining them? Must have taken ages. Ah. So this is the kiln of the first flame. So that's how you build everything with no hands. You have the ability to hide and make things. I see. Your mother was a potter, and your father smelt of elderberries. You inherited their abilities and spend your time making things and hiding around town. So you use your powers to make the statue and hide it from view. Why'd you make it? Patriarch Shimatsu? The original patriarch? Why'd he want a Tanuki statue as a gift for the town? So I wanted to bring more good fortune to the town after the mine had helped lift it out of poverty. How did it end up in the lake? Oh. Oh, I see. You gotta be kidding me. That typhoon caused a landslide? The landslide didn't happen. How are you going to get it off the mountain? It's supposed to stay on the mountain. That would have looked cool. What about the smaller tanuki on the way into town? Those were your mother's. They are really milking the whole character that needs our characters to repeat back everything that he says to the audience because he's not actually understandable for like a surprisingly long period of dialogue. Like, this is the kind of character that you're supposed to have like a Solid Snake conversation with for like maybe 3 lines of dialogue as a joke, not like a critical character that I'm talking to for 5 straight minutes. I said that, Rabbit. That was not in the game. Conservatives make your thing a ling-ring-a-ling. I'm sorry to hear that, Connor. You were honoring her memory with the design. Why'd you think you'd be in trouble if people found out the truth? You're right. Grandma said people were pretty angry back then. The Shimatsu accident caused a lot of grief. I don't think people would have been too chill with Patriarch Shimatsu unveiling a new statue after that. So how can we see it? Why'd you stop hiding it? When the landslide happened? Your concentration broke and then Patriarch Shimatsu told you not to hide it again, question mark? You must have wanted the good fortune to come into the town's hour of need. It must have been hard living with this and hiding all these years. We're trying to protect the town. Someone is trying to get their hands on the mines with ill intent. Don't suppose you know who owns these mines, do you? Years? Thank you, Solid Snake. Yo, speaking of thanking Solid Snake. Hi, Jerp. Hello, thank you for the raid. Hello, raiders. We be jerping it over here. Mayor's trying to get control of them. Thank you for your help. Do you need a ride back to the agency? Miss Mossballs have their own way of doing things. Tell Mr. Sato and Miss Wombui about this. Okay. How was the rest of your game today, Jerp? I hope you made more money. This is Michi. Pinky is with me as well. Why'd you sound flustered? Hi, gang. That explains it. Were you two getting busy? We were not. We're sorry to interrupt. We have information about the Tanuki statue. It was built by a mascot named Kokomaru at the behest of the founder of the Shimatsu family. It was a gift to help bring more fortune to the town. Kokomaru was building it in a secluded spot near the mountain summit. They also do this thing in the game where, like, you'll have a whole string of dialogue where your character learns something, and then he'll go to a different character, and he will just repeat everything that you just learned back to that character, so you as the audience have to read it twice in a row. Yo, you almost doubled your cash stack? That is huge. Congratulations. Is there like RNG drops in that game? Like, did you get lucky today, or how's it work? Yeah, maybe it's made for the Subway Surfers audience patches. Also, hi, Maracas. How are you? Certainly it's unusual. It matches the story of it suddenly appearing overnight. We're keeping this information to ourselves. Everyone will still believe in the legend of the statue. We'll be in contact when we find out anything else. Okay. That was a completely pointless conversation to have, but sure. Oh, the last subcontractor. Nice. Oh, that's not the last one. God damn it. I'm missing one more. Randomized your available missions here and there, and you picked up a few good ones. I see. Well, congrats either way. Let's get to this. Oh, I have to send someone to the Grand Prix. Who would be the best? Oh, Fujin-kun, you're almost maxed out. Surely you have to be good for the Grand Prix. Ate a little too much fiber, so now your gut's going crazy? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm on a trying to eat more food arc in my life at the moment. And I think I maybe did okay today. I don't know. It's hard. It's very hard for me to eat a lot of food. Probably good in the long term. That's good. It's not really a let's fucking go, because like I'm trying to just make it. I'm trying to make up the calories any way I am. So I ate a lot of. I'm eating like a lot of sweets. A lot of other stuff is random availability. Right, that makes sense. But it's not like you grind one activity and then you get like a percentage drop or something. For big ticket money. Big news, boss. Double T just messaged me. They found out whose name's on the deed to the mines. Want me to meet at the agency. Okay, well, we're already here. Boy. What do we got? The agency's looking busy. Michi's been good at following my guidance. We come bearing important news, but before we get to that, have you managed to find anything else about the curse? Fukukata still believes in the curse, but he told us that the workers made their own alcohol in the tunnels. They used water in the mines to make it. Officers in the family didn't drink it, so that explains why some higher-ranking people from the time are still alive. Can't believe it was that simple. What news do you have for us? Your plan worked. After your visit, the mayor went berserk. When that happens, he normally comes to the school to see the head teacher. He's never there, so I have to track him down, and then they go drinking. Where? They drank at the mayor's house, and someone from town hall has to drive him back. On this occasion, I snuck into his office while he was passed out. Before passing out, he was drunkenly ranting on the phone to someone about the mines again. Assume it's one of his underworld contacts. When it was quiet, I knocked on the door with some pretense, but there was no answer. In his stupor, he had left the mine deed out on the desk. See for yourself. The name on the deed is... Matriarch Shimatsu. Dun dun dun. But these are not the original deeds. These are dated 1993. Shimatsu family left Kazumachi at the end of 1991. The young patriarch died in 93, and Matriarch Shimatsu took over the clan. As far as I know, he left everything to her in his will. We can assume that since the founding patriarch ran the mines, Tsuyoshi inherited them and left them to your matriarch in his will. So why do we keep this such a big secret? Why does Maida want them so bad? I don't know. We should ask Mieko about it. We also need to see Fukukata. He needs to know about why he hasn't been taken by the curse. Oh, God. Okay. Here's a tip for getting in more calories. Nuts. Yeah, I got nuts. I got peanuts. I eat peanuts. I've got like a jug over there. But yeah, peanuts would obviously be preferable to like empty calories. But at this point, I'm putting in empty calories just because I need I need money. I mean, sorry, I need calories. Hi, Jackie. I hope you're odd today. I might be a crow. I might be. You never know. How would you know if I was? Okay. Unfortunately, we spent so long at the beginning of the game doing like all the collectathon stuff that now at the end we're just fast traveling from place to place doing story dialogue. So it looks like we're back in visual novel mode for probably the rest of the game. It looks like the GTA mode is over. Oh well. Feeling a bit odd today? I'm happy to hear that. Struggling to eat and being underweight? My goodness, you really are a woman. Thank you, Moralkas. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I guess. Except I feel like I should take offense to that in two different ways, and it almost cancels out. It doesn't really. You are those things too? A woman? I'm happy for you, Rabbit. Yeah, that's gender affirmation right there for sure. I apologize for troubling you with the past again. The past is inescapable in this town. We discovered that Matriarch Shimatsu's name is on the deed to the mines. We believe they were left to her in your son's will. We assume that Tsuyoshi received the deed upon your husband's death because he wanted out of this life. If I can offer you some advice, Michizane, you should leave this to your matriarch. Some things are better off being kept from the light. I understand that she has secrets that need protecting. However, I'm her lieutenant. It's my responsibility to protect her at all costs. There's a larger conspiracy working against my family. Whatever is happening threatens to destroy everything Matriarch Shimatsu has built. I'm the janitor. I will clean up whatever mess she needs me to, whether she knows it or not. Do you know anything about this? I'm sorry. I took an oath to the man I devoted my life to. I'm sure you can relate. I'm truly sorry. This is for your matriarch to decide. If she decides to tell you, I can't help that. Made a promise to someone and I'll keep it. I hope you understand. Okay. This feels like something awesome is going to happen. Okay. Oh, underweight and struggling to eat? Yeah, I'm sorry. It kind of sucks. I mean, I'm not even underweight is the thing, right? I am like on the lower end of a healthy BMI. I know BMI is like kind of not very, but you know, I'm not like underweight, but my weight's been very steady my entire life. I've never gained or lost weight like since I stopped growing, basically. No, I drink plenty of water. I don't really get dehydration headaches. Really, I don't get headaches very often in general. Why did I stop growing? At some point, your genes just say they've had enough. No more height. No more. This is your body now. You know. Now I'm making a few more of my own modifications, but in general, I won't, you know, won't be adding too much more weight on its own. I need to ask you about the past. Thought you might. In coming to town, I stirred up a lot of old ghosts. What do you know about the mines? I know there was an accident and a lot of the Yakuza workers died in it. I know the matriarch Shimatsu's name is on the deed to the land. I know Don Key had something to do with running the workers. You had a $350 order today, 15 minutes to close. Sounds like fun. Good, good. Was there anything silly in the order that you could judge the person for? Like, oh my god, really? Guess my dream of dying before all this was known is over. Fine. You ever meet your boss's father-in-law? Old Patriarch Shimatsu? He died before I was recruited. He was a good man, but he got himself and his family into trouble. Better off hearing the history from your boss, but her husband ran the mining operation here after old man Shimatsu bought the mines. The people here were poor and the town was bankrupt. Your boss gave local people jobs and a place in the family. Uh-huh. Ever heard about this or met anyone that worked here before coming to Kasumachi? You wouldn't have done. The curse got everyone young. I wasn't a low-level thug. I didn't go in the mines much. No one there knew how to run a mine. The company that used to dig there went bankrupt and just abandoned it. Some locals had worked there and started the machinery back up and told the new guys where to dig. They dug into a weak tunnel, looked like a big new deposit, and they were too eager to get in there. They didn't put enough supports in and it collapsed. Oh, great. Mayor and old Patriarch Shimatsu paid everyone off, even you. The Kasuya family has always struggled. The damage was done. Me not taking the cash weren't going to bring those workers back to life. Okay, so Shimatsu and Don Key were involved. Matriarch Shimatsu is a good leader. She looked after the workers. Whenever I think of your family, they've always looked after their people. She was in her 20s then, but she acted like an experienced mother. Everyone loved her. She made sure they got paid and fed. God damn it. What? No, Voodoo, stop bringing up rapping. Second time. This stream. I've also never experienced this thing. Is broccoli supposed to make you fart? I've never heard of broccoli. Like, that's never been my experience with broccoli. Also, hi, monkey. I can't give you top, sorry. Determines your final height is where your body triggers your growth plates to harden. Yeah. Unix and castratos were extremely tall. They didn't have to stop growing hormones. So it's kind of cool. Is that why I got tall? Is because I was low T? Is that what you're saying? You're saying tall people are low T? The late young Patriarch Shimatsu ran the whole family and took care of the business. I don't know all the details. I was from a different family. Some of my boys worked there, but I knew enough to get paid off. Why was the Kasuya family working a Shimatsu mine? Your family were always... So much fucking reading in this game. Good to us back then, before we got excommunicated. Some of us swore oaths between families. Your old patriarch let us get some work from the mines. In return, we introduced them to the Nakamura Alliance, and you were going to take this to your grave. Cover up about the mines, and the secret about who owns it would have torn your family apart if it got out. I didn't want that on me. When you're a boss, you know things that are too dangerous to let out. Your job is to shoulder them silently for the good of the family. No, Monkey, I already said I can't do that. I'm sorry. Now, though, the janitor is here to clean up all the mess. We'll see about that. Something bigger than the Shimatsu family is happening here. I get the feeling everything's about to unravel. Okay? You've been saying that for like 2 hours. Industrial negligence. The shaft that collapsed wouldn't have been caused if they knew what they were doing. Why didn't they hire any professionals? You a professional Mascot agency manager before coming here? We all have flaws. Your patriarch was too optimistic. Okay, whatever. There weren't any accidents before the disaster. They all got complacent and cocky. I got nothing but respect for them, but professionals are professional for a reason, whether you believe in it or not. The investigation was a cover-up. Freak accident. The typhoon may have been a freak, but the accident weren't. Someone should have taken the fall, but everyone got away with it. Okay. I have no idea what's down there. It ain't my business. Not quite. It's not about the amount of tea, but when your body decides to use it. But being tall means your low tea is a solid bit. Yeah, I think that's a good... I think you should stick with that. I'm going to stick with that. Best part of the day was this schizo lady who came in to advocate for the dangers of library cards. She said if you move them too fast, they catch sound and get bumps. And the more bumps they have, the more sound they catch. Just a problem that worsens itself. She didn't want other people to experience that. Then she said she was going to make sure no one was mowing the lawn with their dog outside and left. Oh. I hope she stopped. I hope she saved the dog. I hope she stopped the mowing of lawns. I hope she destroyed the lawn and lives a long, happy, healthy life. This was all kept secret because the mines were sold to Yakuza. The mayor shouldn't have sold them to no one. They're supposed to be owned by the town. Definitely shouldn't have sold them to Yakuza. Patriarch got it all done nice and legal. No one can just take it off the Shimatsus without exposing what the mayor did. All be a big scandal, and if the government get involved, the mayor will be finished. I see. Okay. Bumps on things do catch sounds. It's... I mean, doesn't like everything catch a sound? I don't know. What exactly does it mean to catch a sound anyway? Mayor called us to his office. He said he has a job for us. We got there, but he was flapping his gums on the phone. The door was shut, so we could only hear bits of it. He was talking about the mines. What about the mines anyway? Why is the mayor always talking to shady dudes about them? But we're trying to find out. What did he talk about? Couldn't hear much. He hung up and called us in, told us to trash the agency and burn it down for a big reward. Are you going to do it? Of course not. We work for you now. That old geezer can screw himself. I appreciate it. He said that some Yakuza big shot is coming to town later. Apparently this guy is going to solve all the mayor's problems. Made us seem pretty happy and drunk. We need to find out who this Yakuza big shot is. Thank you for the information, boys. More surface area for sound vibrations to land on. Like those roads that you drive over and then they go like... Yeah, she is a hero. Your manager has an entire notebook dedicated to her conspiracies. Oh. I hope she's being well taken care of by somebody. An encounter with a homeless guy yelling about how Justin Trudeau was stalking him to put him in jail. You're Canadian. He's being followed by cops because he was disturbing the peace, so in a way he was right. Isn't Trudeau off banging Katy Perry? He's got nothing to do with the cops, right? Unless this was a while ago. Is Poltergeist ready for another operation? Am I? I mean, solid copy, gender actual. You need to find out who the mayor is meeting. Okay. I'm gonna sneak into the mayor's office and hide in a locker. Watch out from across the river and let me know when the targets are on their way. Let's get Oscar Mike. Different intent? No. I didn't know sound could have intent. Pierre Trudeau's ghost is tormenting you? Whose ghost would you most like to be haunted by? Oh, it was 3 years ago? Okay. I feel like, would saying mine be creepy? Yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't take it too seriously, but a little bit, yeah. Brungos, pre-surgery Zac Efron, okay. Pierre Trudeau, so you can learn 80s Canadian politics. I feel like Wikipedia could help you too, but okay. Where's the fucking teleport to there? I am speaking. Yeah, but I'm not a ghost. I'm not haunting you. Gilbert Godfrey? The first one that came to my mind was Anthony Bourdain. Yo, have a good night, emissary. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you sleep well. Because it would be like we would both be haunting each other, because he would have to deal with me sitting in my fucking shitty ass apartment all day, cooking god-awful food. Second choice would be William the Sex Conqueror. Is that different from William the Conqueror? Is William the Sex Conqueror like a porn star? Poltergeist, this is Gender Actual. Toki just arrived. It's Toki. Solid copy. I'm in position. Good. I can hear everything clearly. I can hear them coming. Going radio silent. Oh, it's bisexual nephew. Okay, thank you. Taking too long, Maida. Me? You're not showing any results either. I've tried everything I can. The D is not locked down legally. We've exhausted our options. I've decided to become more aggressive. Aggressive? Both of our futures rely on getting these mines. My new family is waiting, and you need to keep out of trouble. What are you planning? I'm going to kill her and take the mines. Family will finally die and be forgotten. If she isn't around, we can just take the mines. There will be no one to contest them. After that, the Nakamura Alliance will agree to anything the Fujiwara Syndicate wants. Once we have the deed, it can be buried, and your secrets will be hidden forever. Fujiwara must have a good offer for you. My own subsidiary. None of Shimatsu's traditions. Free reign to do things how I want. Will you be based in this town? You must be joking. Fujiwara are welcome to the mines. Someone else can manage those. When are you going to do it? Soon. I have one more thing I want to do to make them suffer. I want to see their spirits completely crushed before I finish her. Coming here was risky, but I need to see their precious little agency. I need to see what I'm going to destroy. And what about our agreement? It still stands. We need government attention off this town. Good. Can I offer you a drink before you go? Some good stuff was just delivered to my home. Not today. You enjoy it yourself. Say Genghis Khan because it'd be funny to listen to violent step warrior ramblings. I don't even know how violent Genghis Khan would be just like in everyday life. Did he do a lot of like killing people personally? Or is he just kind of like a general who like sat behind the lines and gave orders and then banged a bunch of women? Exfiltrating now, we need to speak to your boss. They're going to kill her for the mines. Let's get back to the agency. We need to call Nui and Yui. You busy laying pipe to kill? Yeah. You know, to drop quotes like, I am the punishment of God. If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you. And the greatest happiness is to vanquish your enemies, to chase them before you, to rob them of their wealth, and to see those dear to them bathed in tears. That should, I think that second quote is Arnold Schwarzenegger who said that. I think he's just, that's like Conan the Barbarian or whatever, isn't it? Clip of Mongolian TV where two people fight over who's more closely related to Genghis Khan. Who wins? What's the plan? We don't have much time. We need to get... Riley, you can't just come in here and say milking every 45 minutes. You can't do that. We need to get everyone here while he's traveling back to Fukuoka. I need to protect my family. Make the call. I need to get some room prepared. You like this Riley chatter? Riley has been... You're about to give it... I was about to say, I feel like your punishment for every 45 minutes of this playthrough coming in to ask if the game is over yet, I feel like your punishment should be that you are banned for the first day of the next game that I play. Like... Tone and Joke was S tier rage bait. Yeah, let's call it rage bait. Yeah. Yeah. Why are you calling, Uncle? Where do you think Toki is? Why do you care? Toki is fixing your mistake. He's being a good boy. Where is he? He's meeting with an old family member out of town. We need allies. He's in Kasumachi. He just had a meeting with the mayor. He's planning to kill the boss. Speaking of the boss. Hi, Badfish. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? I think Genghis Khan would have been a centrist like me. Yeah, Genghis Khan, notable centrist. I agree. Favorite Genghis Khan moment is when he moderated a religious debate and then ended it after he didn't see the point and forced them to get along. That's the Genghis Khan that I know and love. Hi, Classy. Welcome back. Hi, Velbrecht. Hi, Twitch is super lame. Promise Mascot Academy is so good. Yeah, we're in endgame here, it would appear. We're in the end sequence. You're sleepy? How did stream go? What were you playing today? Just had a meeting with the mayor. He's planning to kill the boss. Are you sure? Why would Toki be in Kasumachi? Yui, this is Poltergeist. Code phrase, the foxes are keeping me awake at night. Understood, Poltergeist. Nui, get the boss and Dawn. We need to leave. Kill anyone that tries to stop you. Uncle, we don't have a safe house. The other families have taken them all. Come to Kasumachi. We can't. The curse will get Dawn. The curse is a hoax. Dawn and the boss spread the lie. Dawn and the boss spread the lie to protect the town. The boss and Dawn are in danger. We can protect them together at the agency. Understood. It did raid. No, it raided Badfish. You're good. I hope you had fun with the Paper Mario, and have a good night. I hope you sleep well. Also, enjoy your shower, Monkey. Have a good night. And good luck laying pipe. When the girls taught me about insurance scams and leading insurgencies, they gave me my code name and code phrase for emergencies. Okay. I have not played Paradise Killer now. Playing this because it won my wheel spin, viewer suggested game, basically. Welcome to the Promise Mascot Agency, boss. Thank you, Michi. I'm sorry for the trouble we're causing you. Let's be differential to our good lady. No need to apologize, boss. I'm just glad you're safe. Thank you, girls. Thank you for acting in the boss's best interests, Uncle. Glad our code phrase came in handy. You did good, kid. Sorry about before. I know you hate me, but thank you. Whatever, Dad. Please make yourselves at home. What have you missed in this game? You definitely know stuff about and have all the context for. So we're in the end game, it would seem. We've discovered that the Oath Brother that we initially disgraced ourselves in order to save, which got us exiled to this town in the first place, has been leading conspiracy to take over the mines from this town and destroy our family by killing our matriarch and using it as a base of a new criminal power, a criminal power that is not going to be good D2 Shoes Yakuza and will instead be evil, bad Yakuza. And so we must stop him. Endgame as in this is the ending of the story. I think. It feels like it at least. I don't know. We're going to assume he's speaking to the Nakamura Alliance because he caused all this. We're in your care now. You can stop sending money to us. The Nakamura Alliance will find us here and come to take Mother's head. We will make our last stand. Thank you for everything you've done for us and all the money you've sent. Okay. Ready to talk when you are. We owe you an explanation, but I know you have work to attend to. We'll be waiting for you here. You definitely know what's happening? Yeah, I feel like that pretty much covers it. you have any other questions, I can try to answer it. It's been downhill since Pinky took off the Shibari. Hold on. Let me show you the Shibari. Where, there we go. Oh, I can't even click on it to see it full size. I want to be able to click on the card. Well, anyway, there she is. Why is Shibari censored? I don't think it was it? Oh. It's not censored. What do you mean? Oh, you mean it's censored in Twitch chat? I don't have that turned on. Yeah, how do you read anything in chat? Do I consider the annual stream the end of a Brung season or the beginning of the next Brung season? I consider it the wrap-up of the previous Brung season, Riley. Yes, that was the end of Season 4. We're in Season 5 now. It censors in Jackie's messages. Interesting. Boss, Shimatsu's ready to explain what's going on. BT dubs. You notice that the Higan Abana flowers are blooming early this year. Didn't even know we had them growing here. They bloom wherever Matriarch Shimatsu goes. She's been touched by death and lived in mourning ever since. That's cool as hell. Okay. Got the feeling this is a long talk, so make sure you've got some time to spare. Okay, this is the game warning me that we're about to enter a yap session. Okay, let's do it. Oh. It's time to find out what's really going on. I'm sweaty again. I might have to open a window or turn the AC on or something. I'm gonna start with the window. Excited for the 26-27 Brung year or the 6-7 for short? Yes. Let's go. The class of 6-7. Oh my god, my nips. Okay. All the things you've said, you love that Shibari is the first time you've had your message hidden to some viewers. I don't know what... That is strange to me. You are 67 and your grandpa is in chat? He must be ancient. This should be good. Pinky, we'll sort your family history later. Ask what you want, Miss Shizane. We owe you some explanations. We managed to uncover a number of parts of this mystery, but there are things we still don't know. The mining operation. Why was our family running a mine? The original patriarch purchased the mines from the mayor. Town was bankrupt, and the mayor needed a large amount of money quickly. The family ran the mines as a workers' co-op. Because they are woke Yakuza. Young men in the town would work in the mines and become family members, eventually getting promoted out. Old Patriarch Shimatsu oversaw the operation, while young Patriarch Shimatsu handled the details. John recruited the workers, and I made sure they were paid, fed, and treated well. I've been in a mining operation. My father-in-law used to be a mine worker in another town. Like all mine workers, he was treated badly and suffered at the hands of union busters. When the mine he worked at closed, he fell into the Yakuza. He rose through the ranks quickly, married, and raised his son, my late husband. After he formed the family, the opportunity to buy this mine came up, and he took it. He was an idealist and wanted to run it properly, treating workers fairly and paying well. It's woke Yakuza. He's 700? You're really young for your butt? Holy shit, wait, you're like a biblical character, Classy. Can't be afraid bad as the appendage Mario dancing combo. I wouldn't describe a pussy as an appendage. Oh wait, you're talking about the finger. My bad, sorry. No, sorry. My bad, no. It was going well, but we should have hired experienced foremen. The young workers didn't know what they were doing and the disaster happened. So the mayor sold the mines to Yakuza because he was desperate. The town was bankrupt and he needed money quickly. We made him the best offer. Leasing it would have made more money over time, but he needed a lump sum quickly to cover his mistakes. He never should have sold them, and he certainly shouldn't have sold them to a crime family. That's the heart of all this, a crime family owning government land where a disaster occurred. Okay. Truth came out, the government would destroy us, our family would be picked apart, and we'd be imprisoned. We deserve to be punished for what happened, but that would help no one. I couldn't let my dream die of peace between the Fukuoka families. Move Brungo to democratic socialism? What, that's like... I don't even think... That's not an edge. Middle left? Yeah, okay, I guess. Sure. Yeah. If it's not an appendage, what is it? Love. Everything that happened with the mines would tear the family apart if it came to light. I had to erase history as much as possible. I'm truly sorry, Michizane. I never thought that you'd become embroiled in our history with the mines. I knew it was a possibility, but I was out of options. You're too tenacious when it comes to cleaning up my problems. I share the same flaws as my late husband and his father. Optimism. Oh my god, okay, that's a lot. Okay, alright, we're working on it. Thank you, though, Riley, for beating the centrism allegations for me. At least partially. The disaster was caused by a typhoon hitting and trapping workers in a badly secured tunnel. You have a good night, Classy. Thanks for hanging. Trying to get as much as I could out of a new tunnel, if I understand it correctly. Sadly, yes, a once-in-a-generation typhoon hit this area. Workers had just discovered a rich new seam of coal. Yes, we heard the story. We told them to abandon the mine until the typhoon had blown over. Sadly, machismo ran rampant into the workers. The promise of a bonus was too much, and a lot of workers stayed in the mines. Typhoon hit, the mines flooded. Yes, we wept for them, but there's nothing we could do. The townspeople wanted us out afterwards. There's a dummy investigation, but we paid the police and their superiors off. Shimatsu family had a secret to hide, and so did the mayor. He should have sold the town's lands to criminals. Yeah. Oh my god. Every one of these dialogue options I choose just gives me 2 more. Rich new seam, middle left. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, Jackie. It kind of seems like a nonsense statement, actually. Investigation was open, but the Shimatsu family funded the mayor's attempts to bribe the investigators. You know how to make the investigators go away, but he needed money, right? Again, this is just repeating all the stuff that we just learned as an audience, so I don't feel too inclined to read all this totally thoroughly. This is for the Subway Surfers players to remind themselves what's happened in the story so far. How'd you find all this? I broke into the mayor's mansion and stole his paperwork. Nice work, Pinky. Why would you put something in my chat that isn't a deep conversation starter? Good question. I don't know. What would be your deep conversation starter, Jackie? Your go-to? You have one chat message to open up conversation with a girl for an hour. What do you say? What's your cold open? I spoke to your friend, Mr. Kaneko. Did you now? Sorry to say, all that it took was a 97,000 yen bottle of sake to get him to talk. That son of a... What did he tell you? He wrote an article about the curse with the information that you fed him. Yeah. People in this town started believing there was a curse. A Tanuki statue appeared on the same night and people got spooked. The men that weren't in the disaster started dying off long after people believed it was the curse. So okay. Don't know if the mountain spirits exist or not, but other people believe in them, and that was enough for us. Telling people the town kills Yakuza men has kept it safe until now. Sure. Mayor knows the curse is fake. He helped spread the lie back in the 90s. Probably how he found out about you as well. During the Nakamura Alliance after we left Kasumachi, Chairman knows we were involved with the mines, so doesn't know the curse is a hoax. So can we tell everyone that the curse is nothing but lies? No, we still need to keep Yakuza away from this town. People here don't deserve our kind coming and making their lives worse. Okay. Have to Google spelling? Okay. This ought to be good. Started making a swill by themselves. We didn't know about it. That was all on them. They had already poisoned themselves before we can tell them it was a bad idea. They were paid well, but they got into their heads that if they could brew their own booze, they'd be even better off. And literally every single one of them drank the poison booze. We're Yakuza, scum of the earth. We do nothing wrong and won't stop being Yakuza. Exactly. It's such mixed messaging. They really want to have their cake and eat it too. Fuck, marry, kill Henry Kissinger, Mao Zedong, Pol Pot. I guess marry Mao, kill Pol Pot, fuck Henry Kissinger? Probably. Something like that. They ran their little operation in the tunnels and used runoff water. They wanted to keep it a secret. That's your friend's cold open when he meets someone new? Oh. That's pretty good. I was going to say I should steal that. I don't know if I will. I also don't know if I want to explain my answer. Does it need explanation? I feel like that's a fairly good shout, right? Side duck. Uh-oh, I think Rabbit doesn't approve of my answer. Water was contaminated with all sorts of crap from the mining. When you get into the lower levels of the coal, there's some bad stuff. So they're all drinking every night. It only got worse after the disaster. Everyone wanted to drown their sorrows. Ain't a quick death, but it gets worse as time goes on. They all died from liver failure. Okay. I missed out on a liver, since I'm a finger. Okay. Keep the lie going, say it comes for everyone eventually. People believe what they want to believe. Here's not a good answer at all, which might make it a better cold open. Just immediately make them feel like the bad guy. Is that the goal of like an icebreaker, is to put the person that you're talking to on the defensive? Our patriarchs didn't die from the curse, did they? It's true that our founder had a heart condition. Yes, heart condition. Broke his heart. Suffered from heart attacks. Tsuyoshi took over his family, died, and we ran the family together. He died of a heart attack 2 years later. Spread the lie that it was because of the curse. Okay. We were too young and we're both wonderful leaders. After all they did for everyone, then their hearts finished them. Okay. Alright. This is all stuff that I already know. Haven't worked out why you need to keep people away. What's so important here? Why not sell? You guys are about to be wiped out, right? Shimatsu family won't go down so easily. We're protecting the mines for us and for you, Pinky. You don't know this, but Shimatsu family have made a promise to you. Father has given his life to the family. He worked too hard and never made enough time for you or your mother. I know he thinks he abandoned you here, but this was to protect you. He didn't want you involved in this life. You are his angel, and this life is too dangerous. If someone wanted to get to him, they'd get to you first. Husband and I promised his agency and the mines to you. You would have a business and land to sell, a chance to live a peaceful life. What? That's the truth. I made a lot of mistakes with you, Pinky. You deserved a better father. I did what I could, but it wasn't enough. Okay, we're in this entire mess because the incriminating mines are being promised to Pinky, even though she doesn't have legal ownership of them yet. Villainize them ASAP so you could show how much better you are than them. All friendships are built on jealousy and one-upping. I agree, Jackie. Incidentally, I think it's just kind of interesting how, like, you know, I've managed to be vegetarian for like 7 years, and despite, you know, you expressing some concerns about eating meat, you haven't really managed to kick that. I mean, I think it's a little, you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, lots of people eat meat. It's fine. It's okay. I don't mind. Just think it's interesting. It isn't anything near what I owe you, but the bosses wanted to make it right as much as they could. I thought you were just a deadbeat dad who ran away from his obligations. It broke my heart, but it was better you think that. I didn't want you to close the distance between us and get involved in this life. I don't regret being an outlaw, as it was my only choice. In what way are you even an outlaw? What do you do that's against the law? Have they ever actually clarified that? What does this Yakuza gang do that makes them outlaws? Legal gambling? Yeah. Okay, they did mention that they ran some illegal casinos in the past. I guess that's... whatever. I'm 30 goddamn 4 and I've been mopping horrifying fluids up in this love hotel until you needed Michi to come here. When were you planning on letting me have this cash cow and giving me a chance to enjoy living? Good question. We need to complete the exchange with the Horror Federation to buy our safety. I cannot give the mines to you until the janitor has cleaned them. Me? They need to be cleaned. For that to happen, we need to be free from the predations of the Fujiwara. Okay. I know about the Tanuki statue. It was a good coincidence. Built as a gift, and then used it as an excuse. Yeah, we got. What? The mayor. Mayor's been going crazy trying to get control of the mines. Do you have any idea why? He's ranting about the mine deed. He said we had them illegally and the mines belong to the town. Suspect he needs a lot of money quickly and wanted to sell the mines. I had no idea who would want to buy them, though. Land is difficult to build on. Coal is imported now, and there are a lot of dead bodies down there. He wouldn't sell to anyone legitimate. Why does the Fujiwara Syndicate want the mines? For drug smuggling. We used to use them for contraband. They're perfectly positioned on the coast close to Korea. Mayor returned a blind eye to boats ferrying drugs into the tunnels. Coastline is riddled with mines and tunnels dug during the war. Ah, I see. Alliance with the Horror Federation in Tokyo would have made our territory impenetrable, shutting the Fujiwara Syndicate out of Kyushu for good. A lot of dead bodies, you say? Why did you put a brunking out next to that statement, but what is the implication there? I want to hear it. Sabotage our deal with the Horror Federation to force you to sell the mines. Okay. The only person who knows that I own the mines is the mayor. Fujiwara must have some leverage on the mayor, and he's being forced to get the mines for them. They may be monsters, but they know just marching in and taking over will attract too much attention to their covert drug operation. There's truly no other options we could sell them. Okay. Why would the mayor want to sell to Fujiwara? He would have more to gain by holding onto them and getting repeated payments from Fujiwara. He's got a lot of trouble and needs money quickly, yada yada. Has to do with the Rejuvenation Fund, and he's under investigation for that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, true answer is if you were forcibly changed to any animal, what animal would you pick? Oh god. Yeah, then you can immediately assess the furriness of the person that you're talking to at the same time, which is probably useful. Is that a segue into travel discussion? I guess so. I feel like my actual answer to like what animal would you be is like, if we're being real and not cute, use a nudibranch. Snap. I feel like my actual answer would have to be based off of lifespan, right? Like I would have to choose one of those tortoises that live like 200 years. Because like most animals, they don't live nearly as long as humans, so... Oh yay, I get to be a cat for 10 years and then I die. Mosquito then. No, 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 no. Yeah, I want to live 200 years. I want to live forever. Fuck you mean? I knew something was up with him. We were too close to him and didn't see it. I've done this for long enough to see when someone's been turned. He was whining on and on about the future of the family, doing things different, and getting his own subsidiary. Then it just stopped. Figured he'd been turned. I didn't know if it was cops or another family that got to him. Now I know it was Fujiwara. Must have offered him something big, or he must think very poorly of us. Suspected something was right. Why did you let him be part of the exchange? Didn't have anything concrete, just suspicions. If it was the police, we have enough contacts to know if he'd narked on the deal happening. If it was another family, I assumed it was someone in the alliance who still want the deal to go ahead. He's ambitious. The other families like the look of him. If it was them, it would be a simple poaching, not total betrayal. I was naive and didn't think the crap stains in Fujiwara had got to him. Uh-huh. Don't know where he is right now. Our surveillance at the HQ is still operational. We can see that he returned to find us gone, but after that he left and hasn't returned. Okay. We got a loose cannon with perfect thighs and a lot to lose running around out there. Okay. We're gonna need to deal with him. What if I commanded Michizane? Then it will happen, boss. Who is Donkey? Donkey is Pinky's father. He's the big finger guy. Tardigrade and sleep for 30 years? That's a pretty good answer. You want to live past 100? I feel like I would say I don't want to live past 100 until I'm 100, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking die. I don't know. Nice McChicken, Riley. Be a chinchilla on a mountain in Chile and enjoy your 10 years. I feel like all wild animals live pretty fucking terrible lives compared to like... I mean, I like being able to fucking eat processed food. And cooked food. Like the way the brooms cross between the 3D and 2D model. Yeah, that's cool. What else is in the mines? For all this cover-up, there must be some other thing you want to keep secret. Ties to the disastrous enough, we want the mines forgotten so our mistakes can't come back to haunt us. I know there's more. Can you tell me about Miko? What about her? She knows a secret about the mines that she refuses to tell me. She made a promise to your father-in-law to keep it a secret. Uh-huh. That's her story to tell, not mine. I too took an oath not to divulge a secret, but I think you need to know about it. Take us to see her after this discussion. Okay. Boss, you all need to stay here. There's people we can trust in this town. Got our own gang of thugs, a man on the inside, and we've got an army of mascots. What else do we need? I was lost when I arrived here, but they've all accepted me for who I am. Thank you, Steven Universe. We need heroes. This is not the time. Get that broom out of your ass. What are you talking about? We need mascot support heroes. When a mascot gets in trouble, heroes help them out. What else are people revealing behind the clouds here? Wagga? A giant ass? Gekomon screaming? Another ass? I like the asses. I could be a tree. Well, Jackie said an animal, but Jackie said what animal would you be? I'm Monkey. Welcome back. Are you out of your shower? No, I'm not Japanese. Just because I'm kawaii does not mean that I am Japanese. Would you two be heroes? I'm not sure that'd be appropriate. Please, Matriarch Shimatsu? Oh, so cute, of course. How could I have been so callous? We would love to. Okay. Should phone Mr. Sato. You're still in the shower? Okay. I mean, I know people have, and sometimes do, just in the course of living, because it's normal and natural, watch the, have the stream on while naked. I don't know if I need to be informed if you're watching me while naked. I don't know if I need to be actively aware of that. Anyone says dolphin, they're a freak. You guys trying to smoke some of this pufferfish before we hit the town? Just because you turn to a dolphin doesn't mean you have to hit up the pufferfish. Behold, that's an adorable hug, nobody. Mod's poll. What's the poll? Have you ever watched the Brungo stream while naked? Is that the poll? My boss Shimatsu has come to town and filled in some gaps of the mystery. No shot, you're a sober dolphin. Shall continue to investigate the connection between the mayor and the Fujiwara Syndicate. I'll be in touch as soon as we learn anything. Hooray! Okay, I'm sorry, Riley. We're nowhere near the end of the game. It's going to be a whole other stream, probably. These cards suck. We have to upgrade them. Come in chat if you're naked right now. Don't have to do that. How naked are you? Might actually be an interesting poll. Okay. Let's get some results in on this poll if you're comfortable real quick. I'm curious. I'm curious where this is going to lie. Shirt and pants, shirt, just pants, just socks, nothing. I think I'm making it a more generic. How many articles of clothing are you currently wearing? Okay. Why are there two? You know what? I shouldn't look at the results until it's done. Father and daughter. Pants but it's out is crazy, Rabbit. Pants but it's out is crazy. I'm counting socks as one, two. I feel like socks shouldn't count as all, but if you do count socks, only one. Pants that are on your ankles count or no? Yes, pants on your ankles count, because I assume they don't stay there forever. Why'd you send me to go and live with Grandma? She was an old-school Yakuza wife. She's got a full body tattoo. Your grandma wanted a fresh life too. She had lost her husband, and Tsuyoshi was moving back to the city with the boss. You set it up wrong? Just took a sec? Okay. You're wearing a nightgown? Okay, so are you counting out as one? That's fine. She wanted out, and Tsuyoshi wasn't about to say no to his mum. Miss Mum wasn't about to say no to his mum. I went to her on my knees and asked her to take care of you. She understood. She knew Tsuyoshi and Mayumi needed me to help rebuild the family. It's fun to use Shimatsu's first name. Hey, I'm pouring my art out here. She ain't here to hear me, so keep it to yourself. Agreed that she would tell you that I was a deadbeat who abandoned you. Didn't want you come looking. Thank you, Monkey. I think I get the point. Does a carefully placed flower pot count? No, Bart. Neither does the hedge or the pole or whatever. Officer, I'm not naked. Pants are still around my ankles. So true. Okay, here's the end of the poll results. What do we got? 3 people claim nakedness in the chat. I don't believe anyone except Monkey, I'll be honest. I think everyone else is lying. I don't think there's 2 other naked people right here. Are you crazy, or they didn't actually show Bart's wiener in the movie? Or didn't they? Wait, they did. Did they? I saw that movie and I don't remember. But I guess they did. I guess it's funny if it's a little boy. For some reason, I don't know. It's funny, yeah. Sure. Oh no, it was funny? Was it funny in context? Why am I getting question marks? I'm not the one who did it. It was the Simpsons people who did it. Was a gag with him skating naked and avoid seeing it till the end? Okay. I don't remember that movie being very good. Or really anything that happens. Why did 3 badasses come and see me all those times? Mayumi felt terrible about leaving you here. She wanted to take care of you some way. She used to take her trips with the girls to get out of the city. She wants some kind of normal life for them. Miyako did okay for a bit. She looked after you, but as she grew up, she didn't like the early retired life. She worked here with Mama, who always sent her the money to buy her cafe. Then Mayumi paid to have the old hotel cleaned up and let you try your hand at the Mascot business. I'm sorry that didn't work out. Don't be. You did what you could, but it was a different time then. The Mascot industry wasn't what it is now. Let's watch the scene. No, I'm good. Sorry I made you feel abandoned for all these years. I just didn't want to put my angel in danger. The joke was that he was conveniently censored until part of it where the hedges parted perfectly to only show him naked. Right. No, I get it. I get it. No, I understand. I could imagine. Always thought it was a creepy scene to animate. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to be too prudish about it. It's the fucking Simpsons. I mean, I've always thought that the Simpsons as like an art style is so exceptionally sterilely sexless. Like, it is the opposite, like the exact opposite of attractive. There's like nothing to be construed that is remotely sexually attractive about Simpsons characters, which is why I'm always shocked to see how much Marge porn. No, Minty, I'm leading into that. It is incredible how much Simpsons porn there is out there in the world, because it is the ugliest art style. It is like it is the least attractive characters that you could possibly draw, and yet somehow Marge Simpson is like a borderline sex icon. It actually boggles my mind. As like a registered freak, I'm not like above drawn. She's hot. Somebody pull up the clip where I do the Marge countdown. Where's the... Marge Simpson was the cover of IRL Playboy? I know, it's Cressiter. It's crazy. It's a registered what? Freak. It's a gargly voice? Jamie, pull up the clip. Pull up the Marge Simpson clip. Saying you'd rather have got into our life? I admit I wanted to do kidnappings and extortion, but I like this town. I love my grandma, and she is the best friend I could ask for. Where do we go from here, kiddo? Well, Dad, you have some making up to do. I want a Tonto knife, a nice one, with an engraving. I have a family here, and I gotta protect them. Someday I'm gonna get Michi into therapy, and he'll probably completely unravel. Okay. Tonto knife first, then we can have a daddy-daughter day. Hey. I'll leave you something nice at Casomart. It's not working. We don't have a command for it. I don't think I've seen her in the pink suit. It doesn't matter. It's not a matter of what she's wearing, Tante. It's a matter of the fact that she's got like a sickly, jaundiced yellow skin and the most like unattractive proportions and like no discernible details. Figured out yesterday I'm Michi. I thought my name was the janitor. Yeah, the janitor's my title. It's not like the janitor is my legal given name. Right? Yes, no. My name is Michizane. How much do I owe the Yakuza? Well, I don't owe anything anymore. I don't have to pay money anymore. Don't body shame? I will body shame fictional characters that are drawn in an ugly way. I only find women attractive based off of looks. Okay, what beyond the looks do you find attractive about Marge Simpson? She's like so bland. She's like a nothing character. What about her personality? Her voice? This is extremely good content. Okay, that's it. I'm finding the clip myself. I'm doing the unthinkable. I'm finding my own clips. Look at me go. How low have I sunk? How cringe have I become? Have I seen her? I don't know what does it mean to crump? I don't even know what crumping means. Wait, does this work this way? How do I... Oh, hold on. Clips. Clips. Here we go. Hold on. How do I open? Open? Can I count down from 10 in Marge voice? Oh, was I supposed to go in with my hammer bro? Oh no, I have this guy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my. That's what you find attractive? You find that is the sex icon that you think belongs on the cover of Playboy magazine? You're a little aroused? You are not, Appa. There are no stirrings within thine loins. I know that for a fact. Almost done, played again. No, you're good. Until the prog, but that makes no sense. No, that's completely irrelevant to what I just said. I didn't say there's no stirrings within your loins because your loins are incapable of stirring. I said it's because Marge Simpson is not attractive. I can't be the only one who just thinks that the Simpsons are like the least attractive cartoons. Like genuinely, I can't. You have to be getting to like fucking problem solvers before you get to like a less attractive art style in a cartoon. Go to Kanji Club. Am I trying to argue Simpsons sexuality? I'm trying to argue all of your I'm trying to shame all of your sexualities, I guess. Big Mouth? Big Mouth is on a tier with the Simpsons. Honestly. Like it's maybe not even as bad. At least they have human skin tones. Fighting your wall right now, you're so mad at my opinions. Also, problem solvers mention. No. People jerk it to Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb makes more sense than The Simpsons. Because again, they have human skin tones and like not as weird proportions with the noses and the eyeballs. Help people go for ponies. Who do you think you're talking to? Who are the people? Who are the people? I'm the people. Hi, Junk Collector. You think all 2D is pig disgusting? That's fine. That's fine to think all 2D is pig disgusting as long as it includes The Simpsons. Exactly, they're jaundiced. It's so not, it's like anti-attractive. What is this Instagram link? What is this Instagram link? Hold on. Hold on.
And Marge Simpson, or like Bart doing Lisa with a huge dripping hog. And it's funny, cause like it's incest, but it's okay, cause they're cartoons, right? And Groundskeeper Willie's always in there somewhere. He's got a pretty nice piece too. Who else?
Millhouse.
Sure, yeah, Millhouse. Glasses,
You know what it is?
ripped shirt, huge dripping hog, blue pubes everywhere. Yep.
You know what I think it is? You know why I think I get so worked up about it? I think it's because it's like it's like insulting to the idea of like cartoon erotica. You know what it is? It's I'll say it. I'll say the N. No, I'll say normies. Fuck.